know. We know who watching that hourglass right now.
Oh boy.
We know who spent time in that kitchen whipping.
It's only so long fake
And
thugs
they
can
knew it wouldn't.
pretend.
They knew it wouldn't last. They had to switch it up. Let me tell y'all something.
It's only so
It's
long.
It's a lot of crying going on right now. And before we get started, it's so much to talk about. I don't even know if we're going to get to everything this show, but we're going to try, okay? We're going to try.
Yo.
And we definitely got...
Oh, they jumped them up out of here. What's good, people?
What's good, people? Y'all done shout out the chat already, Mello?
No, we just coming in on the intro. Y'all already know what's going on, man. State of gaming. You know we had to come in and talk you know what I'm saying? We can't do all that little cursing off the back, but it's supposed to go ahead and fix the situation real quick. But you already know we was gonna come talk our talk. Especially looking at what just happened. I know you probably know about it, Noah. The whole situation with the news coming out. Microsoft's about to do them dirty by 30. Oh, yeah. You know we're gonna talk about that one. We definitely gonna talk about that. What do you say? Master Silver, shout out to you with the 2 already. Sarah Bond is fine as wine. Keep it Xbox. That is a fact. Hey, man, I was impressed, man. That lady right there, she did her thug dizzle at that hearing. Man, hey, it's looking good in my opinion, but we're going to talk about it. Noah, what you got going on real quick?
What I got going on?
Yeah, what you got going on?
As far as like gaming?
Shit, gaming, life, how you doing? We're just going to do a little sidebar real quick.
Working. And playing Diablo 4.
You still on Diablo? You a loyal person. I can say that.
Bro, I be needing help, bro. Like I'm on tier 2. So
we're gonna slide in there and give you help.
They'll jump you, bro.
I won't be flying nowhere unless I got a cross and some holy water.
You get all that, bro. You get all that with the DLC. You just gotta pay a little extra money.
Before we get started, right? It's gonna be a great show. We got so much to talk about. I don't even know if we can get to it all. Okay. All I know is a lot of tears. It's a lot of hurt. It's a lot of anguish, a lot of pain in the PlayStation community. Has the PlayStation community ever been this hurt and this much pain?
Them boys soft.
Now? I'm talking about them boys are salty right now.
They have.
Soft.
They do a good job of hiding the pain, though. I give them that.
Nah, they ain't doing a good job, bro. You read them lines, it's ugly out here, bro. Every mention is Starfield. See, bro. I told you, Microsoft is trying to take over. It's like, nigga, are you playing Final Fantasy or not?
We're gonna talk about that too, because they clown Starfield about 30 frames per second and 1296p, and come out that joint 720p.
That motherfucker blowing up engines.
And it's overheating PlayStations.
The boy need a radiator, a cooling system.
Clean your PlayStation.
And it's over. Dude, they on Twitter talking about it's dust. That ain't dust,
player.
No,
bro, that boy out there sweating.
That ain't dust, player.
Hey, that PlayStation sweating like a mug.
What are we doing here?
That man exhausted. He said, "Who is too many buttons being not pressed on this Joker?" This movie is as strong as hell.
Let me tell y'all something. And then we're going to get to shouting y'all out. And it looks like we might do an open panel today. We going to invite the chat on the panel today so we can not just see y'all type in the chat, but hear y'all responses on what's been going on the last week or so. I'm going to let y'all come up and give y'all some time to speak, and then we're gonna boot y'all ass up out here and let the next person come up. All right?
Hey, we freestyling. Let's roll.
But let me. I just gotta say this. Everything that's taking place right now, right? Regardless if this deal go through or not, which like I told y'all, we're 10 toes down. We're gonna ride this shit until it fall off. Whether it happen or not, we 10 toes down. We're gonna sink with the ship if that motherfucker sink. If it sink, we going down with it. If it float, we gonna float on with it.
Yeah.
But I want to say this. They asked for this. They did. They asked for every bit of this. Microsoft became a joke. Xbox became a joke. How you're a $2 trillion company and losing to this, and that. Well, now we know why, right? Now we know why. And we're gonna get into that, right? Now we know how not only Sony but developers been using Sony market capital and leveraging that against Xbox. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about some of the stuff that Phil said, that Matt Booty said, that even Sarah Bond said. And P. Hines might be looking like a double agent, but we gotta, see he out there whining like, why car get the gold multiplayer, why we gotta go Xbox. Man, dude, look
here, dude.
we gonna talk about that, but we finna shout y'all out in the chat, and we gonna get to it because I didn't see some PlayStation tweets of straight pain. I hope Microsoft had to pay the $3 billion. I hope this deal don't go through. I hope that. Woo, wait. Man,
I ain't see those. Wait.
Man,
you got access to some extra people.
Man, Bello, it's a lot of hoping out there right now. It is definitely a lot of hoping out there right now. But we finna talk about it. So let's give y'all respect and shout y'all out. Who we got here? Who is that? Barrios. We always pronounce your name wrong, but you get it. Alakazam, what's up? The Dark Lord Fusion, what's up? Thriller Ali, hold the line. What's good? Mojam Smith, yeah, what's good? Dolo Hove, what's good? Post what up was good. Okay, yes, sir. The Lion 82. The Lion 82 was good. We got Onyx, Oni X or Onyx. I was thinking about the rap group. I got the last 50 years of hip hop I've been watching. What's good? Mo B, what's up? Enigmatic Dreams, what's good? We got Dr. J, Mr. H, 88. There probably be two person with two personalities. What's good? Dennis PC Gaming, what's up? 720p sub, 60 frames per second. Yes, sir.
Lord,
yeah, we got a little Mr. Manhattan, little broadband bully over here. You all saying?
Man, what's good, boy?
You know what I'm saying? He tried to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he helped me kick Parker back in. Shout out to him. Something real cool, smooth.
Shout out to Manhattan. We got Big Time Objective was good. Trey Mac Premiers, what's up? Suicide Kings, what's up? One of the baddest bots in the land, Max City Entertainment. Max City, I'm still thinking about that super chat you did on the Iron Lord podcast, brother. You are a fool. You are a fool. Shout out to Max City, though. And then we also got Star Traffic. What's good? We got Cutthroat 21. What's up? We got Ricardo Sosa. What's good? And then we got Real Non-Stop Talent. So shout out to everybody that's participating in the chat.
Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Yes, sir. Everybody that's watching, that's not participating in chat, salute to y'all too. Hopefully y'all can join the discussion. But we're about to get this show started. Shout out to Double Nickel. You feel me? All right, so you know what? What do y'all want to start?
Let's talk about these emails, bro.
Okay, we're gonna go to we'll start with it's so much, right? It's so much. Let's see here. Let me go here. And I know what's the name got them. Which email though? We're gonna
I'm looking at the one I'm looking at primarily IGN talking about Matt Booty said Microsoft could spin Sony out of business. It was back in 2019.
Okay.
Matt Booty talked too much. He typed too much. Just chill, bro. What you sending emails like this for?
Well, they send emails like that because you probably never think they're to be in this position that they're in right now. I think they assumed that the deal was gonna go through. So we'll see. But yeah, let me see here. That's the yields. And that's what Sega coming home. That's the behind crime.
Certain work etiquettes, bro. You just know, like, to not discuss certain things in email.
Okay, so we'll do this. And we'll do this, and then and as we read it, think about the context, the words that are being used in this email, right?
Yeah, it's not so much about the context. It's just trying to draw a picture of, taking what he's saying out of context. He makes it easy. I still think I don't think it's going to break the case, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Matt Booty get his position get restructured or somebody.
No, he good. You
think so?
This from Matt Booty to Tim Stewart. I think Tim Stewart is the CFO, if I'm not mistaken, of Xbox. Chanelo, close that door. I think Tim Stewart is the CFO of Xbox. All right. And then Amy is the CFO of Microsoft. Okay. Thanks for sharing. A lot to digest here. We'll read it in details. A different view to the general view below might be that we, Microsoft, are in a very unique position to be able to go spin Sony out of business. Okay, he said we're in a unique position to be able to go spin Sony out of business. If we think that video game content matters in 10 years, we might look back and say, totally would have been worth it to lose $2 billion or $3 billion in 2020 to avoid a situation where Tencent, Google, Amazon, or even Sony have become the Disney of games and own most of the valuable content. For example, it is practically impossible for any to start a new video streaming service at scale at this point. What content do you base it on? Things like Hulu and CBS All Access will be trivial players in the space. Okay. He says in games, Google is 3 to 4 years away from being able to have a studio up and running. And Google did realize that. If you've been following the trial, Google didn't want to invest the money and the time it would have took to build first party studios. They knew they would have been still way behind Sony and Microsoft and others and Nintendo. Amazon has shown no ability to execute on game content. Luna has been really quiet. Content is the most moat that we have in terms of a catalog that runs on current devices and compatibility to create new, right? Sony is, I don't know, remember, sorry, I got to go over that again. Sony is really the only other player who could compete with Game Pass. We have a 2-year and 10 million subs lead, right? If we reverse course on day and date, it's going to be hard to convince folks that things like Mixer or xCloud have much of a chance of surviving scrutiny either, right? I think that's the Google effect, how Google announced stuff and they already put out this this premise or this characterization of themselves that they don't follow through with things. And so people, it wasn't a matter of if Stadia will be canceled, but when. All right. So shout out to Oni X with the $2 Dreamcast X console soon. Probably so. We're going to talk about it. So Noah, since you wanted to start off with this email, give us your perspective on what you read and what you think about this email.
I don't disagree with what was being said in the email at all, but it's just the last thing you want to see in a court case like this, and trial like this. I mean, I think Microsoft's still in a good position, but their stance in this position, hey, we're in third place, we're trying to compete, and we need Activision to compete, mostly in the mobile market. But you're trying to prove that other competitors, the Nintendo, your Sonys, your Epic Games Store, your Steam, your Amazons, you want to prove that the market is strong and strong with other competitors, right? There's competition in the market. But to read an email that says Sony is really the only other player who could compete, that's counter to the argument that you've been making, this entire time, trying to make a huge acquisition, with Activision. So I just think Matt Booty, I don't know. He just, I know he didn't see this coming 3 years ago, but, bruh.
What about you, Mello? Did you get a chance to, kind of
not deep dive in this part, but I'm gonna roll with what he said. Fuck them niggas. Straight like that. We 18 minutes in. I can curse. Fuck them. We've been catching slack since the Xbox One release. We've been catching pure hell from top to bottom, from the announcement to the NRA spying shit to the goddamn cameras to the exclusive deals that they know, because again, these companies know about this information before we do. Before it comes to the public, they got this information 5-10 years down the road, and they started noticing that content, the exclusive deal content, was not coming to their platform of choice. And for whatever reason, third-party developers were giving them piss poor ass goddamn game releases. Now, if it was on purpose or not, we don't know. It remains to be seen. But I'm pretty sure, like y'all been looking at Digital Foundry, talk all they smack and everything, and they see the performance issues, and they like, okay, hold on. When we do our own physical research, what the hell is going on here when it comes to third party not giving us the equal performance? Not best, but equal performance. They're not even giving them a balanced goddamn product and to put on their goddamn they console. So yeah, they keep playing with us and they doing all these undercut deals. You see what's going on with Final Fantasy. This is the second game that's supposed to come to Xbox that haven't shown up. All right, cool. We're gonna bat y'all bitch asses out, and we're gonna build a strategy. And yeah, it ain't gonna happen overnight, but trust and believe within the future, y'all lads gonna be looking po out here. Hey, I'm rocking with it.
Hey Mello, to your point, right before you jump in post, I don't blame the third-party developers or the publishers. I blame the media. Like, look at Final Fantasy 16. Look how many reviews it's getting, and 10 out of 10s, 9 out of 10. Look how many problems this game has. I posted something on Twitter. The game has over 20 hours of cutscenes, and you can complete the game in roughly about 30 hours. So this game is 66% cinema. It's blowing up PS5s. The game dips to 720p, can't hold a steady 60. But you don't hear, read, or see any of this in the reviews. But you look at games like Quantum Break, amazing game, right? You read those reviews, 720p, 720p, 720p. This game 720p. Now on much stronger or much better hardware, 2023, 720p is not even a negative point anymore. Nobody cares. But when Quantum Break dropped in 2020, was it 2015? That's all reviewers could talk about, 720p.
Yeah, but that goes back to what he said with the developers. Like, they get the bag, and then when they optimize it for the Xbox, it's piss poor. It's not running. It's something that's going on. You can have 1 or 2 games that do that. It's like, all right, cool. But when you have a slew of goddamn games that's not performing to the PS5, and we know for a fact the Xbox is supposed to be stronger on, spec wise, it's an issue. Something is going on.
I agree with you on multiplayer. I'm talking about multiplayer, but I'm talking about like games when they strike these deals with third-party developers and they make exclusive titles for Xbox games. More specifically, the Xbox One games, right? Like the media would shit on these games. Remember when Rise of the Tomb Raider released for the Xbox One?
You talking about that goes into the money hadn't deal.
The first question they asked. But the first question,
Xbox became the trend, and it became a wealthy trend.
Rise of the Tomb Raider was fire. The first question the media asked was, when is it coming to PlayStation? When PlayStation gets exclusives, is Sony scored another one. What is Microsoft doing? What are they doing with their exclusives?
It was a red flag for me, Noah. It was a red flag with me when how they act when Tomb Raider, when the whole announcement for Tomb Raider came out, and they couldn't even bask in the glory of seeing goddamn Laura Croft again. The first thing they come talking about, when it's coming to PlayStation, when it's coming to play. Why are you worried about that?
Yeah, get your Xbox.
Especially being the media and supposed to be quote unquote not biased. Why are you worried about when it's going to be sent to PlayStation?
Look, bro, look where we at now. We got a whole trial of FTC lawyers asking Xbox about their exclusivity deals. Like they're in the hot seat for making games that they own exclusive. They've been questioning about Minecraft. They've been questioning about potential titles like Diablo 4, Call of Duty. Bro, it's crazy. Like, but no, Sony's never held to their scrutiny. They not only are their first party games exclusive, but they lock down third party exclusives all the time. And nobody has them in court, question them about their business practices.
Yeah. Well, one, Microsoft is the one that's going through this is my ideology. I agree with what you're saying, but I'm just gonna go with the whole, like, I guess, public perception.
Yeah.
Microsoft is the one that's buying this company, not Sony. That's one. Two, so yeah, anything that you do, like a fine tooth clone, it's like going through child support. You got to find out which parent is the worst parent. Typically, we're gonna roll with the mother because it's the mother. But
I get it. Microsoft is on trial.
But anything, we on your ass.
Microsoft on trial. I get it. But FTC is defending the culprit with the blood on their hands, pointing at Microsoft.
That goes, but that goes what we were saying before. No, they are using online tactics to combat this deal. They don't. I guess me and Poston said, well, we all said that the amount of money that's being put into this company for them to buy them is the largest we've ever seen. And then on top of that, you're going into a realm or an area where they don't even know what the hell is the deal with this. Because they like, okay, you got a third place company sending out billions of dollars for this one company, and everybody online is trying to protect Call of Duty in some shape, form, or fashion.
All right.
But when we really look and deep dive into this situation, you can't just tell me Call of Duty is the only thing that they want. That's not a $70 billion.
And then it's not even the fact that Call of Duty is going to platforms that it's never been on before and platforms that it used to be on, and it's coming back. The FTC doesn't care about that at all. The FTC, only thing the FTC cares about is this thing going to PlayStation. Is it going to stay on PlayStation?
Exactly. And that was an online argument because if Microsoft gets it, then that means they're going to make it exclusive and we can't have it on PlayStation. Look at the announcement. When it first announced, we remember, I think it was in London or something like that. In one of the stores, they put a sign up and said all future titles will be on Xbox.
We don't know about PlayStation. That scared a lot of people.
Like they started the whole like snowball effect of this day zero.
Yeah.
To pump out that narrative, to push it as if Microsoft was being a tyrant in the gaming industry, which I say they should do. Fuck them. This is let's compete. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all sat here and kicked our back in since the 360 Red Ring of Death. Like we was there. A lot of y'all was around when all this stuff was going down.
I was.
Now all of a sudden we go into a transitional period. Like I said, they had to sit back and figure out a game plan. How the hell do we get this bad mojo off the console to the point where y'all can't even question or our solidification in gaming?
True.
Hey, we got all this back money back here. We got a truckload of a cargo truck full of goddamn money.
Hey,
let's use this shit.
Every show you make up a word, my nigga.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, man. Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Solidification, my brother.
Solidification. You know what I'm saying? We solidification that. We
real quick. Hey, shout out to Island Gaming with Jay. You want to get on the show, bro? Island Gaming. And Manhattan, Sony is part of Illuminati. Evil.
Shout out to Gamer McFly too.
Nigga, they killed Mike.
Been a member for 2 months.
I don't rock with Sony because they killed Mike.
Yes, sir. We gonna definitely have to bring Gamer McFly up here when we do the open panel. Look, I want to say this about this whole email, right? And how and from the perspective that I'm looking at it, right? So this is around 2019. When I see this is me seeing Microsoft saying, okay, we got the go ahead now. Let's figure this. Let's look at the landscape in front of us and see where everybody is, right? Because we have a position based on where the pieces is right now. We're in a strong position to dominate, right? And ain't nobody gonna expect that. No, nobody. Because if you look at the conversations in the media and all that stuff, the shit that was going on around 2019, 2020, up to now, wouldn't nobody expect to read this type of email? I fuck with this email. And this shows me that Microsoft Phil or Matt Booty ain't the soft executives that everybody claimed them to be.
What you said.
They ain't the Wusa and the Kumbaya executives, y'all. People claim them to be.
I feel you, Post, but I just want everybody to see that after the court case. That's
let me tell you. Hey,
Nah,
regardless,
that shit done.
and I want to know this. I want y'all to know all of these emails that people are sending now and making a whoopla about. They were already, most of the stuff was already talked about during the trial the other 2 days ago. When Matt Booty went to the stand, he talked about some of this stuff that's in this email. Now the FTC probably didn't point it all out, but they did point to specific things in the emails and submitted it into evidence for the case itself. So the only people, the PlayStation fans that's out there talking about, look at this, like it's new, them the motherfuckers who've been clowning you for keeping up with this case. Right?
Mm-hmm. Or some CTC.
Yeah, but now, since acting like this, because they ain't been following shit. But now they want to follow it. And they only follow it when they find some negative news or some things that they think will go against the case itself. But when I see this, I see Matt Booty looking at surveying the landscape of the industry, right? And they're looking at Tencent, Google, and Amazon, right? And this around the time that Stadia was still up, right? Stadia was still going. He recognized that Stadia, from a first-party content, is not in a position to do anything right now. And even for that one first-party studio that they had, it would have took them about 3 or 4, maybe more years to really get that studio up and going. And if that was just for one studio, imagine trying to build multiple first-party studios from the ground up. We're talking about 10, 15 years.
Yep.
Maybe 20. You know what I'm saying? Given the era that we're in. Okay? I'm gonna mute you, Mello. I'm gonna mute you.
Oh shit.
We're talking about 10 to 15, maybe 20 years down the line. So he's looking at this, right? And he's surveying the field based on where Microsoft is. Look, we have first-party content, right? We can strengthen that, right? We have a cloud infrastructure, right? We have a cloud infrastructure and ability to stream at scale and at mass our first-party content. There's very few companies out here that's able to do that. And then for companies that's trying to do that off the back or trying to build that, the initial investment in order for that to happen is too costly. And there's very few companies out here who confront that type of money to start a streaming service or even get into the cloud sector with data centers and things like that. Matt Booty is recognizing this. So he's saying, look, you know what I'm saying? No, Tencent is already in mobile, right? They're already in mobile. So he's saying, look, Google, it's going to take them 3 to 4 years to get they first party together. But Google is out the game. Amazon, in terms of Luna, they don't know what they want to do or even if they know how to do it. Since Luna been announced, we haven't heard anything from it. And the studios that they purchased in regards to Luna, either game was canceled and they're working on another one, or we haven't seen anything from those studios. Okay, all right. So that's two other competitors pretty much out the way. That's not really in a position to do anything. I'm talking about immediately, like in the near future type stuff, right? And this is how I look at this email. What he's talking about, Microsoft starting to, use their money in their position. You know what I'm saying, to kind of give themselves position against their competitors. So he recognized Google is at a weak point with Stadia in terms of content. Luna, Amazon, is at a weak point in terms of content and really don't have no direction on what they want to do with their service. So he then isolated to Sony, right? He's saying Sony is the only company that can compete with Game Pass. That's fact, because Sony is the only company with the first party lineup, right? First party lineup of content that can compete with Microsoft first party content if they was to do a Game Pass service exactly like Microsoft does, right? The service that they got now is not identical. So Matt Booty is just surveying the landscape. And when I look at this email, I see a guy that is ready to dominate. Like, look, we got the money, we got the bag. Amazon is in a weak position. Google's in a weak position. Sony can't compete, but we already got a 2-year and 10 million subs lead on them. Let's take advantage of this. Let's take advantage of this lead that we got against Amazon, Google, and Sony.
Post.
Yeah.
I agree with everything you're saying, but you know what the problem is?
What's up?
This email didn't elaborate the way you did. But from my understanding, this thing got thrown out, right? Or is it?
Yeah, this shit, and that's what people don't know.
Okay.
And you following the trial like this shit was talked about in the trial when Matt Booty was being questioned. You know what I'm saying? So some of this stuff was submitted as evidence. Some of this stuff, the FTC and the court and the CMA had access to all this. Even the European Commission more than likely had access to all this.
I would have doubled down.
They making it a whoop live.
I would have doubled down live in court.
Yeah, these are the same emails that they was talking about in court. The only difference is they weren't public yet. They're public now because they already been discussed in court. That's the only reason why they public, because they was publicly discussed in the trial. You know what I'm saying? So the court knows about these emails, the FTC, the CMA, the European Commission, all the regular, they had access to this stuff in these emails, and guess what? It still didn't stop nothing. All right, but I'm seeing right now in 2019, Matt Booty was preparing he wanted to crush something.
Was talking that air. She said been worth it to lose $2 billion to $3 billion. How about $69 billion?
You feel me? And he's saying, look, while Google gonna struggle to get that first party content off the ground, while Amazon don't know what they want to do, while Sony can compete with us in terms of the Game Pass, but we got a 2-year 10 million subs lead on them, and Sony might not even want to put their games in their service, which they then came out and said that we have an opportunity here to be the Disney of games if we play our cards right. The Hulu, the CBS, the Netflix, whatever you want to call it, the Amazon Prime, we are in a good position to take that position before Amazon, before Google, and before Sony. Because if you look at the money we have, the resources, the infrastructure, and everything else, right, we're in position to do that. And I think at around this time, that's when they start thinking from an internal perspective to say, look, you got to look at the position they was in, right? And I'm going to say this. Sony Market League and market cap was doing a job on Xbox. And the reason why I say that is because it put them in a position where not only was Sony leveraging the market league, the market cap, but third party was leveraging it as well, right? So Sony's going to third party developers and saying, look, you see this market league we good, and getting exclusives at a discount or paying less than what Microsoft would have to pay, right? And then when Microsoft go to those same developers, the third party saying, you got to pay double. Feel like, what? So that's on top of Sony, being able to, and people wondering why Sony is able to get all them third-party exclusive. It goes to the question what they say, Noah and Mello. How is Sony outspending Microsoft? That's $1 trillion company. How is Sony buying up all these third? Well, you know why? It's because they was taxing Microsoft double.
Oh, that 80-20 situation?
No, this ain't got nothing to do with the split with Activision. What I'm saying is, due to Sony leverage in the market cap that they have over Microsoft, right? The market lead, the consoles, all that, right? Sony was able to use that going to third party. They was able to get their exclusives for cheap.
You know what? We always speculated that. Yeah, we always speculated that.
They was able to get the exclusives for the low, right? But when Microsoft went to try to make those third-party deals, the third-party developers was taxing them.
Oh, they undercutted them. Okay. I get what
they was
saying.
Taxing them. They was taxing Microsoft double.
Yeah. You say, them bitch ass niggas gonna be pulling up, right? You go in and hit their ass twice.
Maybe even triple. But they was overtaxing Microsoft, basically saying, look, if we go exclusive to your console, you got to pay us and make up the money that we gonna miss on PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
So if I'm Phil, right, and I'm paying double or even triple for content that my competitor is not paying,
right, on top of bad publicity, don't forget that.
Not on that, but on top of that, paying for doubles and probably not recouping.
Exactly.
So I'm paying double. I'm losing in console sales.
And then you got the media costing you sales too.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm getting outsold in software. So I'm paying more than what I'm getting back.
Mm-hmm.
You got the media leaking when the PlayStation version coming out. Giving people not a reason not to buy the Xbox, even though they're getting the game. So that brings credence to what Phil said. Releasing a great game, it's not gonna make people buy your console because the only thing they worried about is when it's coming to PlayStation.
Exactly.
But I digress.
And what happened when after that Starfield Direct? Everybody got to crying about, even the media, about why it ain't no PlayStation.
Yep. I'm gonna play it on my $150 PC and 15 frames because I'm not buying an Xbox.
So I'm paying double for content, and I'm paying more. It's more money going out than coming in. And Amy, the CFO of Microsoft, on my ass because I got to sit down with her every month and go over the numbers, right? And we know Nadalia has no problem getting Xbox the fuck up out of there if they performing financially. He was coming in pulling the switch because he ain't know nothing about gaming, right? And Phil had to convince him, right? So so what do Phil have to do? Phil have to go. You say, you know what, Nadalia, this the lowdown, right? We can't do nothing with Nintendo and Sony market cap. We can't, right? And them having that type of advantage in terms of the market, they will always have a leg up on us in terms of content. So what Phil do? All right. But there's the Phil say,
we finna cut these niggas water off.
Facts, basically. Oh, y'all gotta look at it.
Y'all thought this shit was sweet.
You gotta look at the position Phil was in, right? Let's say if things would have went. Say if things would have went in Sony favor, Noah, right? So say if things would have went in Sony favor in Mello, and I say this. Say if Sony got Ghostwire, they got Deathloop, right?
And they would have got Starfield.
They would have got Starfield exclusive, right? All three of those exclusive, right? We don't know if Starfield would have been how long the time exclusive on Starfield would have been, right? Then
wait, hold on.
Then they almost got that. They almost got Call of Duty. We almost lost Duty.
No, they probably would have did. They probably would have did what Microsoft did. They said, "Hold on, this game too good. Let's make this exclusive." Period.
No, that's what I'm saying. Hold on, now.
But time
they get Ghostwire, they get Deathloop, right? They get Starfield, whether time or permanent, right? Right. Then what if Phil would have turned Bobby down on the split, right?
On the 80-20?
On the 80-20, saying I'm not paying you a damn more, right? There's a possibility Call of Duty. So you got Deathloop, Ghostwire, Starfield, and Call of Duty exclusive to the PlayStation this generation, Xbox would have been the fuck up out of here.
Would have been done, bro.
Would have been done. Nadalia would have got them. You couldn't survive that. Xbox couldn't survive that. Phil would have been booted, fired, bro.
We would have been on Moss podcast, Poe. Talking about Stadia.
We would have been over there with them Stadia niggas talking about. It's so hard to sing. Just think. I'm just saying. Think about that.
Yeah.
That would have been. You gotta look at the position Phil is in, right?
But he don't get enough credit though. Like people don't see the behind the scenes, bro. They talking about fire Phil, but Phil be making moves behind the scenes. He just don't boast and brag about it. But you got the loudest dude in the room, Jim Ryan. They not screaming to fire him. He giving them itty bitty games. In the big PlayStation showcase, where the big AAA is at.
If you've been watching the trial, right, and you hear Phil talk about Nadalia and Amy and what they expect of him, right? They about driving profit. And if you ain't making profit or you ain't profitable, you getting the fuck up out of there. Yes, basically, right? So Phil know the Xbox in the Xbox One era, they lost a lot of money. So what did they do? What did he do? Game Pass. Okay, we need to change this around. We need to start driving profit on a monthly basis. We need money coming in every month. Okay, we need to start changing this around, right? All right. The next thing is with Starfield. Phil's look. I'm not about to play with you motherfuckers no more. Nadalia, I need that. We finna go bad, but there's we not finna keep because we'll be losing more money trying to go tit for tat with Sony, with them being able to pay less for exclusives and Microsoft paying double. That would have been bad business. It wouldn't have been smart. It would have been bad business. It would have been bad. It would have been bad business for them to try to go tit for tat with exclusive deals, knowing Microsoft is paying more than Sony to get those deals. So what Phil say? We just gonna buy the whole publisher.
Yeah, man, fuck all this shit. Fuck all this third party shit, nigga. We just gonna buy these niggas.
Just gonna buy. We'll be wasting our time We'll be wasting money trying to go tit for tat, knowing that Sony has the leverage, right?
But
about a motherfucking publisher.
Ooh, Post. Hold on, I had an epiphany real quick though. But listen to what you said with all that was going on and transpiring with them buying, even to the point of like I've been saying this. Sony cut all of their multiplayer out. All of the games I've mentioned before, cut them out completely. Focus strictly on third party taking care of multiplayer, and they come out with the single player bangers, which he mentioned himself. They have great single player games. But them single player games only go so far. And if I buy out the heavy hitters off of your platform, boy, this shit get deep.
No.
This shit get deep.
It's get deep. Now see, this Killer Phil. This is the Killer Phil y'all don't see in the public. Matt Booty didn't already, even though people saying Matt Booty talk, he didn't already show you he a silent killer. Through these emails, you know Matt Booty ain't trying to play. He ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
The guy got his little slick jabs in too, but these two right here, yeah, these are the ones you call when you need to have a body.
Exactly. And even though these emails like your body, and even though these emails people saying it's coming back to haunt Matt Booty in terms of this case, you have to respect his mindset in terms of him wanting to compete, and not only to compete, but dominate Sony. You feel me? In whatever capacity that they're trying to do, you have to respect that, right?
I wouldn't say playing possum in a sense. I would say more so studying your competition.
I'm gonna mute you.
I say more studying your competition because, like I said before, I said it, and I'm not even in these office spaces. I'm like, God damn, what? Soulcom, Mag, Resistance, Killzone, all gone.
And just
I noticed this.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you just seen the heavy marketing for Call of Duty and it's a great idea, great strategy. I would never take it away from them. We're weak in one area. We thought we was going to take over. Halo was dominating in this one area that we can't seem to get a foot in. So guess what? We gonna money hat to third party to cover that issue, and we can put all the rest of our resources and make it some of the most phenomenal, graphical looking PS3, 4, 5 single player games.
Cool. Not only that though.
But your competition see that too.
Y'all get them likes up, man. We got 133 people watching. Please, man, please hit the like button and do help with the show.
Yeah,
now,
definitely.
Now, who bought them, Kai? Who bought? That was probably Noah. I muted Noah.
So at that point, we like, hold on.
We in
a perfect position. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we get you now. You clear now.
I'm in the perfect position right now where I got a truckload of cash. We already know we king of this shit. Every goddamn PC that's walking on this planet for the most part runs Windows, has the Windows operating system, and we gain a profit from it day in, day out. We need to get into mobile, and we got an issue with these people right here trying to cut us out in the gaming.
Right.
Let's take all this out in one swoop. We just start buying shit.
And you have to, because in the Xbox One era, Sony literally tried to carve Microsoft out of the industry. That's what their goal was. If you look at what Sony was doing in that era and how they was drying up content, how they was buying up third party, Street Fighter, that sold up the I think got the Street Fighter, all them fighting games didn't even come to Xbox no more. They weren't coming to it before.
Pretty much.
And it really put a nail in the coffin for the fighting games not coming once Street Fighter went exclusive.
They had to pull out Killer Instinct and
all the JRPGs. Yeah, all the JRPGs was on PlayStation. And then they come into this generation, right? With spending over $300 million to continue the same thing, right? To continue the same thing. But they didn't have, look, one thing they didn't expect was to see Microsoft doing what they're doing now, right? So you say, okay, you're trying to carve us out, you're trying to drop content. Then only that, though, you using now that we got Bethesda, you using games that we have on your store, use the money that we give you from that to try to kill us. That's why when Phil said that PlayStation take the 30% or the 70% from the store and use that to try to reduce Xbox survival, he's using that term, but he's actually saying Sony is trying to take us out the industry.
Yeah.
He's just saying it in a less aggressive tone, given the situation he's in. When he say trying to reduce Xbox survival, he's basically saying they trying to take us the fuck out.
He's trying to kill us.
They're trying to take Xbox out the game. That's what that comment means. So when you're back against the wall, what you do? You either gonna cave or you
fight or flight, nigga. Fight or flight.
Exactly. So okay, this what we do.
I got a trunk full of money.
ZeniMax Bethesda, come over here, right? Because don't act like Sony wasn't in the bid wars for ZeniMax either.
Yeah, they was trying to get them too.
They paper one long enough. They was trying to get them too. All right. So we get Bethesda, right? We get okay. Now what's next? Okay. Sony eating off what? They making what off?
Off of who and what?
Off of what? It's further than they what?
With
because Phil say he get reports on Sony and Nintendo every week.
So
he get access to numbers that we don't.
To this day.
Follow me here. So follow me here.
I know who's making the money over
What's
there.
the next move? We finna go and take their motherfucking food.
Facts.
We finna take their food.
Oh, they eating off of this block. Yeah, let's go ahead and
we finna take their food. Their main meal, we finna go over there and take it. Right?
They doing more than taking the food. They taking the factory that processed that shit, bro.
But I'm just trying to get y'all to see Matt and Phil mindset. They done with all that tit for tat.
They done, bro.
Third parties.
Can you hear me clearly?
I love business beef. It ain't like the regular little ratchet beef on the street where you know what's going on. You got to read into the lines with business beef. I love it.
Yeah,
it be so silent, but it be a killer, boy.
Exactly.
Down that road.
This Killer Phil. Killer Phil said, "Look,
let me elaborate. Y'all can hear me clearly?
Yeah, we get you.
This is Matt Booty. If you got kids listening, close their ear. This is Matt Booty and Phil Spencer, right? These the dudes you think they lame. They opening doors for chicks. That, you know, being gentlemen. Oh, they soft, but they got all the bitches. Smash all the bitches.
You mad because they in everybody number.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that.
That's the pizza guy.
I wasn't ready for that.
That's the one your girl tells
I was not ready for what he. I know.
That's little auto zone that come.
That's what's going on.
Tune things up for when you
but
do it.
You gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand. Phil recognized that Sony wasn't just about competing. Sony was trying to Sega Dreamcast Xbox, and almost did it.
Thank you. Same tactic and everything.
Same. They tried to Sega Dreamcast Xbox and almost accomplished it. That's how serious this shit is, right? So Phil say, okay, since you're gonna try to carve us out and dry us up on content, we finna go back publishers and make it harder for you to go purchase content.
You got to come to us if you want that.
Now you got to come to us for the work.
Anything but Bethesda games, you got to come to us. And if this Activision deal goes through, anything Call of Duty, Diablo, any of that, Overwatch, you got to come to us now.
You got to check in.
All that exclusive map packs and skins.
You got to check in.
You got to check in with big homie. You got to check in with big homie now. Big green.
Since y'all trying to, we're going to show you what money do.
Yeah.
We're going to show, because, okay, you what? Okay, you choose the fruit? Okay, you think this is a game, huh? Hey, Nadine, can I talk to you? Look, man. I know the game section will, but I got a motherfucking plan, right? All I need is the money. All I need you to do is back me right now. Here go the plan. I'm gonna stand in front of you and the board. I'm gonna give you multiple plans that we can approach, from Activision to Sega to all type of publishers and developers, right? And then once you give me the go ahead, we gonna execute.
Green like these niggas.
We gonna execute.
I'm a Nino Brown, these niggas laughing in the streets.
But as they come through, we get them. The board say, who's next?
They said, hold on. You see the news we getting off of this? The traction? Oh.
The board say, who's next? Phil goes in and say, hold on, let me bring up this. Let me
fire sale out here. Everything must go. We ban all this shit off the block. Who got money problems right now? EA? Sega? What we doing?
Let me bring up this here.
We're gonna get in y'all little good graces. Hey, y'all got some little passion projects y'all need out there. We're gonna put y'all on Game Pass and get y'all a look on our platform. You feel me?
Let me see. Now we know we got Sega on the board, right?
Who knew you helped publishing the game? Lord, come on, here you go.
He say
a little money.
The board say who next?
Loop, get this little money.
The board say who next? You see that list?
We pimping
over
right now.
100 plus developers and publishers.
Who said pimping ain't
505 Games, Annapurna Interactive, Devolver Digital, Focus Home Interactive, Media Indie Exchange, Paradox Interactive, Raw Fury, Sega, Team 17. And I told y'all that they was gonna get Bungie for the $2 billion. But Bungie wanted to be independent and had the same power that they got with Sony and Phil.
And that wasn't, that ain't it.
Our money and we can't tell you what you can and can't do.
Snap,
505 Games, Devolver.
Hold on, Post. You're right about that. Bungie tried to get them with the Britishers coming move. Yeah. Hey, them niggas out here trying to take y'all shit.
Hey, we need that Crytek. We need that Rise.
Microsoft was gonna be able to get Bungie for $2 billion.
$2 billion.
Not the $4 billion that Sony spent.
I wish they
Bungie
would
was
have did
asking for the same freedom and
it.
independence,
Nah.
and Phil said, "Well, I ain't finna give you no. That's a motherfucking loan.
Yeah,
We can't tell. We don't have no input or no
On
control on nothing, and you want $2 billion? No, we good.
Yeah,
We good.
y'all go
So
over there
when-
with that failing product. They'll
So-
be back. They'll be back up for sale soon. Don't
It's
worry
quick
about
time. So when the
it.
when the board say who's next, you see this list up here. Everybody is next.
Hello,
Everybody is next.
CD Project Red. Oh shit.
Is Crystal Dynamics in there?
Hello, Crystal. Let me see, Crystal.
I don't see Crystal.
Everybody, man. Where my bots at in the chat, man?
I don't
Throw the
see
X's
EA
up.
Sports, man. What EA? Y'all supposed to be getting electronic
We
arts.
only EA alone. EA good.
God damn. They need to
Ooh,
buy them
Remedy.
niggas
They got Remedy. Remedy? What? Remedy?
Man, y'all better.
Sega?
Hey, man, what the bots says in the chat, man? Y'all throw them
Focus
X's
Home
up, man.
Interactive. So that's a
Sega
Sobo
never forget. Yeah, you know they got bad blood for them, so they willing to go. You feel
and
me?
a Turner Devolver.
Hey, Ricardo, say it again.
Still works. Supermassive.
Everybody. When the board say who's next, everybody is on the table.
Anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it. Say it again, Mello. Anybody
can get it.
Made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Sega can. Crystal Dynamic can.
You feel me? And let me tell y'all something.
Let's go.
You can't. This is what the media and the gaming community asks for. This is from years of, and Phil tell y'all all the time. He sees everything.
Oh, what Ubisoft at? Ubi?
He sees everything.
They need to get Ubisoft.
I noticed a
He
trend with.
sees everything. Go ahead, Noah.
I noticed a trend with PlayStation. They always going after our exes. So you know they going after Lionhead Studio next. You see what we going for?
Real
You said they already get what we already hear, huh? We hit it first.
Real non-stop, that's facts. Microsoft say, look, you're gonna try to what? You're trying to do what? You're trying to take us out? Oh, you ain't seen what this money can do.
No, they ain't seen it yet because I'm telling you, down the pipeline, down the road, because inflation is here. I'm sorry to tell you this. These games is getting hard to play and buy, and they coming out with a flood of games damn near every month.
Ozzy,
they gonna migrate to Game Pass.
Speaking of, you seen the new games?
They coming to Game Pass.
Miller?
Oh,
that game I was telling you about is on Game Pass now. That Bramble, what's that? The Mountain King. Check it out, bro. Game Pass.
Ozzy, they called Phil what all these years? They called him soft.
I call him bitch ass nigga.
I
heard him say it.
The media criticized Xbox.
Be the behemoth. Y'all heard that shit.
Not competing and doing and that's a problem though, right? Now everybody crying, right?
Yeah, slow down. Hold on. Too much chip on your dip. Big fella.
Now they saying it's a cheat code because Microsoft got so much money.
Got too much goddamn money.
Huh? They got too much money now.
Hey, I said about 1 or 2 games, nigga. We ain't say companies. God damn.
Be the behemoth that you are.
And we got one of the most profound video games dropping this year.
Let me tell you something. You're trying to take us out. We're going to operate on a whole different level. You can go out and pay millions for those 2 or 3 exclusives and have them for 1 or 2 years. We just going to buy the motherfucking publisher and have it forever. Ever.
Sony operating like the nigga in the club that scuff your shoes, and we like, oh, now you mad because I punched you in your shit because you scuffed my J's.
If you listen to the live audio of the trial, and when Phil was explaining what Sony was, you can tell it bothered him. Yeah. You can tell it bothered him in terms of him knowing that it wasn't just about Sony competing. That Sony was literally trying to Sega Dreamcast them.
Yep.
You can hear it in his voice.
But Sega ain't have Microsoft money. Put it like that.
Exactly. So when
that didn't be the ability to catch on to it, having the opportunity to catch on to it before it got worse. Because it was getting ugly. I ain't even gonna hold you. It was getting ugly out here. I can honestly say the Series X and the S announcement help Microsoft in a major way.
Shout out to Trey Mack. Remember,
My
for
opinion.
2 months, Xbox bought the Ninja Theory. Xbox brought Ninja Theory for 117 million.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the money they shout
Oh
out
yeah, that just came out. That just came
shout
out.
out to Gamer McFly 2K. He gifted 5 memberships.
Shout out to the
Man,
Nice,
salute,
appreciate you, bro.
man. Shout out to the Gamer McFly, bro. You feel me?
Thank you.
But
Thank
y'all
you,
hitting that
brother.
like button while y'all at it too. Yeah.
Hey, but
So-
you know what? This all comes full circle because the PlayStation guys used to say, I want Microsoft to give me a reason to buy an Xbox.
Say it again.
I want Microsoft to give me a reason to buy an Xbox.
One more time so they can hear it in the
One more
back.
time.
I
Say it with
want
your chest.
Microsoft to give me a reason to buy Xbox. You're about to have 250 reasons. Looking at these developer studios and publishers Microsoft is looking at considering acquiring.
Man.
This is on you, PlayStation dudes. This is on you. You asked Microsoft to be the behemoth that they are, and that's exactly what's going on.
Look at this Get Snoofy. Look at this Get Snoofy.
Highlight them.
Post up. It's not
It's
fair
not-
when you
hold on. Post, read that right. Put your baby tears
Hold
on.
on. Hold on. Hold on.
This ain't fair.
Post up. Post up. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. Post up.
Why they doing this to us?
When you compete with this unlimited money, Xbox is like a rich white kid. It's in high
It's
school.
my
He
game. I
gets-
want them now.
it's
Hold on,
the
let's-
chick. You
let me
know,
get- Let me get.
Xbox out here playing dirty.
Unlimited money.
He like a whiner when he cries.
They got to wipe the snot out his nose.
we
Xbox is like the rich white kid in high school.
We
Oh,
told
the
him he could come play basketball with us, but he brought the Michael Jordan jersey out. Like, come on.
Who does that?
Look. This is, and see, comments like this, right? Christopher Hart was one of them ponies that was out there with the Kratos and Z and all them. You got a $2 trillion company in third place, right? Now Phil got access to that checkbook, right? Now it's, oh, they got too much money.
Hold on, wait.
This a cheat code. They cheating. They
just trying to buy their way in the game.
They should spend on Sony level. They should spend on what Sony could spend, and then that'll be real competition. Man, get your
They ain't being creative. They just buying their way in the game, man.
Yeah, like Sony did.
If I was a PlayStation dude, I'd be very scared right now for 2 reasons. My
system overheating? My system overheating on the exclusive game?
Well,
Adidas 20 became a member. Salute to you, brother.
Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Adidas. Thank you.
Let me say this, and look, I ain't got no respect for none of them. None of them.
Zero.
Right? Because for years, the PlayStation community,
the money ain't everything.
In the media, what he say?
I'm sorry, I had to go into that. That was a classic. Money ain't everything. It's about the heart. Get your ass out of here.
Look, they've been making a mockery of Xbox. They've been making a mockery of Phil, from memes to articles. You even saw the exhibit about Microsoft talking about Sony and GameSpot in their reviews, how they review games and stuff.
They talked about that?
Yeah.
It's all in the exhibit. I don't know if it got.
Hold on, you talking about in the retail stores or how it was set up?
No, not GameStop.
No, I'm talking about like reviews and the fanboys. They talked about the fanboys too.
Yeah, the fanboys.
Hey, speaking of though, right? If I was a hardcore PlayStation dude like Christopher Hart, I would be very scared for 2 reasons.
Mm-hmm.
For one, when they purchase, they don't have to pay the money back that they're buying Activision. It's like a balance sheet. You're trading cash for an asset. Yeah. That's one. But 2, did you see the look on Satya Nadala's face when they announced the acquisition of Activision? That man giggled and I like the feeling of this. I can't wait to do it again.
Activision. I'm gonna tell you this.
Got what?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you 2 things. The Xbox is profitable, but it's not profitable enough. Activision is going to clean that up. Call of Duty and what they do literally prints money, right? And by all of those games going into Game Pass, it's going to boost subscribers. So it's really going to put Microsoft in well, not Microsoft, but Xbox, since they're a standalone company inside of Microsoft, which Ponies told us. Well, I didn't get into that. I wouldn't get into that right now. Which Ponies told us, well, okay, look, it's a standalone company to Microsoft, which is going to put Xbox in a position where they're going to generate more money, right? Be more profitable with game releases as well as Game Pass, and then you're going to have around 40-something studios, plus the acquisitions they're going to do after this. We already know Sega is next. We already know the emails done already told you Sega is next. All right. And we're gonna move along. We're gonna move along to that. Hold on, give me just a second. Let me clean this up here real quick.
Boy, we eating. Pastor, we eating, Pastor.
We getting a new Sonic and Game Pass. We co-oping that, Jay? What's up?
And you got to think from this perspective, right? and you know something going on, right? Because you got all the personas now. You get the remakes and the remasters launching in Game Pass, right? And Sega ain't forgot what Sony did to them. Don't think for a second. and watch it. Okay, Zakari with the $4.99. A new name in the chat. I want everybody to type Zakari in the chat. We're gonna start sending shots out to the new names we send in the chat, man. So I want the chat to salute. When we see a new name in the chat, I want y'all to type their name and salute them for showing up and supporting the show, man. Zakari with the $4.99. They pushed the wrong one, Phil, and Xbox played nice. Now they playing for keeps. Exactly, Zakari.
Absolutely.
You have to think of it. You always hear Phil speak about it from this perspective. Look, we want to grow the industry. That's our main goal. We don't want to exit Sony out of the industry or force them. We want to help grow the industry. Sony ain't been on that. Sony been trying to push Microsoft out of the industry. And now you done woke up a bag or a bank account you can't compete with.
Man.
That was a problem. No, it's not fair.
A humble young man,
they
humble.
Just got too much
humble
money.
Thyself.
They can do too much. They could lose money on this and lose money on that. And nah. Phil said that under oath in court, that they are not allowed to just lose money. Like,
man.
Hey, look, now think about this. Think about this, though, right? You're about to, I'm gonna speak this into existence.
When this is done.
When this is done. And the deal go through. I'm gonna try to speak it. Like I said, we're gonna go whether the ship sinks or float, deal go through or not. We're gonna stay 10 toes down with this. My box.
Man, when it's done,
you're gonna have about over 40 studios, right? Microsoft is about to hit a $3 trillion market cap, right? You're gonna have over 4, and then you're already thinking about purchasing single studios and another publisher with Sega, right? In terms of feeding Game Pass,
it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Bro? It's a wrap. We're not even talking no more after that.
Look, shout out to Master Sip 40 with the $2. Sony gonna fuck around and get acquired. Yeah, they're gonna get quiet about somebody. He might just be
spam in a pack of noodles.
But let me say this. Oh, they did say Microsoft paid $117 million for Ninja Theory as per internal emails. Okay. All right, that's fire. Okay, so let me bring up this. We're gonna go down to the Sega news because there's still so much we ain't talked about. We'll get to the Pete Hines stuff later. Let me see. Do I want to bring this up? Okay, now we gotta do this here.
Oh, did y'all see how Sony wanted grounded? That was a funny part too. Y'all talking all that shit about grounded. Yeah, they wanted grounded. Honey, I Shrunk the Fuck what? Yeah. They wanted that game. Oh man, the hurt is real, bro. That court hearing was hilarious, bro. That shit was crazy.
Okay, let me see here. Where is it? Okay,
Cause they can talk all that shit in public, boy, and behind closed doors. Oh, nigga, they be out here straight bagging.
It might be why Google dropped Stadia. They might say, "Hey, man, why don't we do what Microsoft doing instead of trying to build this new platform? Sony over there looking mighty delicious. They look like they need some money. Go holler at Sony, see if we get this PlayStation brand up out you. I don't know, man.
You talking about do the weight game and then announce a Stadia part 2?
Yeah,
Sony content.
Look, bro, Zakari got a point there, bro. Said for real, Sony looking like they about to get bought by someone. Who? Amazon, Google. WB Games might be up for sale too. I'm with you on that, Thriller. I'm with you on that.
I tried to tell y'all, it take up to 5 years for a game to even buzz and get some type of popularity to it to make a profit, let alone to get a sequel. Sony ass is fuck. That game as a service, and they fighting that mess over there. They do not want that mess. I don't know what they finna do.
Okay, so MS believed a Sega acquisition would drive Game Pass subs across PC, consoles, and cloud. The global appeal of Sega's beloved IP will help expand Game Pass reach to new audiences around the world, most notably in Asia, where localized content is critical to success, says Spencer. Microsoft believes Sega's portfolio of tentpole and complementary franchises will provide the content infusion necessary to accelerate Xbox Game Pass subscribers' growth across console, PC, and cloud. And I want to tell y'all this. Let me bring this up. Let me share this. All right, let me. Sega is not off the table. Sega is still on the table.
Well, this was in the email. This part right here.
This is it was more than this. Hold on. Okay. This is Sega, right? This is all on the Sega.
Crazy Taxi, y'all.
You feel me?
Y'all, Fantasy Star Online, y'all.
They will get Sega Studios 1, 2, and 3. They're gonna get Alice, Creative Assembly, Relic, Sports Interactive, and Studios, Hardlight, which is mobile, and 2. They're gonna get all this.
What is estimated FTE? What does that mean?
I gotta figure it. Hold on, let me. When in doubt, go.
Hold on, what's this on the screen? These Sony games? I mean, Sega games?
I think that it's full-time equivalents, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you, baby.
Let me ask you, because Sega's a Japanese company, can the FTC try to interfere with the acquisition like they are Activision, or is it a little different?
This all they got.
I think that's saying for full-time equivalents, if I'm not mistaken.
Possibly 1,000.
It's when you, let me see here. The concept is used to convert the hours worked by several part-time employees into hours worked by full-time employees on an annual basis.
Estimated full-time employees 1,000. Damn. So 150. So damn, only 150 people worked on Persona. 480. Well, I'm pretty sure they got like contractors and stuff that do it. But yeah, they don't make their games aren't really that big in scope. If you really think about it. So maybe like Fantasy Star Online.
Oh wow!
Oh, Virtual Fighter.
I brought this game.
What game?
I brought this shit on PlayStation.
What, that Fist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit in Game Pass
it's
right
in
now.
Game Pass, bro. I'm about to set his PS5 so I can get tipped in the button. Game Pass.
And I started it on PlayStation 2, man.
I'm about to start and finish it on Game Pass. That's what I'm about to do.
Sega Sammy enterprise value is $2 billion.
What's Sega Sammy? Is that the mobile?
Deep stable of owned franchises on console and PC with mobile preferences. All this other stuff is redacted information. I think that's probably what
we can't see that.
It's redacted.
I get tired of that mess. God damn.
It's redacted. this is easy money. We got $2 billion right now, even though we're about to make a transaction.
If it weren't for the FTC, we probably already have them.
Man, what do you say?
Yeah.
Slowing down progress. They slowing
sure
down the
right.
dream.
For sure, you
So
right.
what do y'all think about this?
Amazing.
What, this black strip of paper you just
My bad. I'm talking about the whole. You know, Phil has been very vocal about acquiring a Japanese studio or publisher, but getting some type of Japanese content. He's really been. He feels as though that's the one part of their portfolio that they're lacking in.
I'm gonna tell you now. Fuck all that. I thought. Now, I wasn't on the Sega trip. I'm gonna be honest with you. What I'm seeing right now, I'm not too thrilled about it. Not my personal preference, but that's just me. I thought that they would get some new talent, such as game science, the people behind Black Myth game that's coming out. Phenomenal, but I haven't great game, but I haven't heard any new news about it. I thought they was gonna buy things like that. Now, going into the Sega spiel, it makes sense. This part does make sense to me because of bad blood with Sony, grabbing Sega's a well-renowned Japan game, and then on top of that, you bringing in Game Pass, which everybody loves savings. It's like a hit. Every part hits on every level. You get what I'm saying? Where they saving money and you still get the favorite content that they like to play.
Yeah,
it works.
Okay, all right.
It kind of
Shout out to Zakari with the
okay.
$10. Sony would be hard to buy. They still a Japanese company, so the JFTC will block a U.S. acquisition like Matumbo. It would be a uphill battle. That being said, I hope Xbox gets Sega next.
Right.
I don't think it will be that uphill battle. If somebody was trying to acquire Sony, I think if anybody that's outside of the game industry, like an Apple, or another company like that, to try to get them, it had to be a very specific company because you want to try to avoid any horizontal mergers. You want it to at least be vertical. But I do think it'll be an uphill battle trying to get them, depending on who tries to acquire them.
I'm with Enigmatic Dreams. He said Capcom. I would rather Capcom, but Sega makes more sense for Xbox given the mobile library. And you think about it, they show Yakuza and Persona.
Yeah, I ain't even think about that when the mobile live. Yep, you right. It goes with everything that they trying to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we get that Michael Jackson Moonwalker remake. Ooh, hell yeah!
Come on now.
Let's go.
Too much chip on your dip now. Hold on, bro.
You talking tribal? That's what I'm talking about.
He went back into the catalog. Well, you get a remake, remaster.
You
put it in Game Pass. Go to Cap. Yeah. Oh no.
The whole Dreamcast library.
I do want to get y'all perspective on this. Phil did come out and say, well, he didn't come out and say, but these emails brought up something else as well. He admitted that Microsoft had yield misses for the Series X and S, but that it and the delay to Halo Infinite weren't the main factors in the console scarcity during the initial launch period. Microsoft had a strategic bet on cloud, and it appears to have been holding back. So Microsoft literally held back chips.
So it was intentional.
Right? Yeah,
well, I think for the cloud, because the cloud servers, they use the same hardware as the console.
So they cut the compute units on the Series X Silicon down from down.
Well, I take my L on that, man, because I assumed it was because of the chip shortage.
Yeah, so the rumors were true.
Yeah,
that was the original.
The original chip was 56 compute units.
Yeah,
and then they cut it down to 52 to make yield. To improve production yield, but they still missed a target. And then less than a year after launch, they had already upgraded the cloud servers with custom Series X hardware to improve frame rates and load time. So a lot of the scarcities, but we heard about that. A lot of the scarcities from the console was due to them taking those chips and those motherboards and putting them in the cloud. And that's pretty much them betting on cloud. And they had to go ahead.
But my thing is, so from my understanding, they always were aiming at 12 teraflops. So I'm thinking they would have been clocked lower had it been 56 compute units. So they just clocked them higher. But
I'm sorry, I take my L because I thought it was a chip shortage. I ain't even gonna hold you. I definitely said that numerous times.
I mean, it was that too. But it was the yield. Because when they first make these chips, especially when they're using a new manufacturing process, like they're using a different node size. I think these are like 7 nanometers, if I'm not mistaken. The Series X and the PS5 chips, the yields aren't great in the beginning. They have to get better at manufacturing the chips, and that happens over the time. You see more chips come off the assembly line that's working. That's why people tell you to wait like a year or two to buy new devices, because of the yields are worse when they first start making the product. But as time goes on, the assembly line gets better and better. And
so that's why Final Fantasy is overheating these PlayStations. There's one of the
likely, bro.
Why?
There's something going on, bro.
All the first generation PlayStations.
Something going on. Mainstream media. You see mainstream media quiet.
When they back kicked in. Yeah, we ain't gonna be quiet, nigga. We loud with it.
This the new ROD, the Red Ring of Death. So your shit really gonna catch fire.
Man.
And let's talk about that, man. Hold on.
This PlayStation got hot in it.
We're gonna take a little break, look, because we got to talk about the Indiana Jones shit. That email, we got the Pete Hines email. We already did the Matt Booty email. It's just so much to go over. Then we didn't even get into the court cases, the trials and stuff that's been going on. Not only Sega but Bungie, Zynga. They felt Zynga was too small for what they were trying to achieve.
We got a lot to talk about. We might have to do a part 2.
Yeah, IO Interactive, which we knew about that a year or so ago on the conversations that was going on with IO Interactive. So let's detour just a little bit, right? So let me go in here, right? what my bro J Rockers. Let me find this. Where is that?
J Rock classic. That man Twitter. Man, hey, follow that man. That boy is funny as hell.
Where is that?
He's funny as fuck, bro.
Let me find this. My brother J Rock be killing them. Let me go here. Hold on. Let me find this real quick, man. I got it. That's me arguing with what's the name now. Let's see here. Here we go.
Hey Gus, I never lie, bro. I never lie. I got the proof, brother. I got the proof.
I think I passed him up. Hold on. Let me go to Brother J Rock page. J Rock been on a motherfucking road, bro. Now, the reason why I want to detour is because after the Starfield dream, right? The developer direct with Starfield, right? And Todd Howard come out and start doing interviews, and he say that it was his choice for Starfield to be 30 frames per second on console. And everybody I'm talking about the media, punk, everybody just started running with it, right? Everybody just started running with it.
I was excited till I found out the game was 30 frames per second. I heard.
I was going bad till I found out it was 30 frames per second, right? This and that, making fun of everything and all that, making fun of Starfield being 30 frames per second and all that, right? And then they was using Final Fantasy 16. Well, we're going to be 4K 60 on Final Fantasy 16. DC got 60 frames and this and that. And come to find out, not only, right? Not only does it run at 720p, it's sub 60 frames per second. and ain't nobody saying nothing.
Ain't said a goddamn word.
And not only is it doing that, hold on.
Go ahead, Cook. Post. Go ahead, Cook. Go ahead, Cook.
Hold on. We're gonna look at this shit. Hold on.
It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot. It's getting hot.
Look what people going through. Look at this shit.
Yo.
Look at this shit.
So, oh my God, look at those graphics. You in a heat scene, boy. Literally. Oh, what the fuck?
Your PS5 is too hot.
It's not even too hot.
It's getting hot in here.
PlayStation.
Listen to it. She gonna say, Jesus.
Jesus.
Woo! Look at the flames.
He killed me with the ear right here. Watch
It's not
this.
even too hot.
What's
It's not even too hot.
PlayStation.
He said it's
Bro,
not even too hot.
Look at these pictures, bro. Everybody, temperature alert. Your PS5 is too hot. Please fix the overheat issue while playing the game. I cleaned the PS5. It was never dirty, actually. It's probably vented. There are 2 fans in my room, and still it happened on the demo. And this is the demo, people.
He said 2 fans and a ceiling fan.
Bro, I got 2 fans, a ceiling fan. You feel me?
Yeah.
I got a cup of ice that's sitting in front of the fan. You feel me? And
Hey, God don't like ugly. They ain't want to put black people in the game. You see what happens.
Oh man.
Look.
Ain't this the same company that said they were so confident in their product that they didn't need a day 1 patch?
Yep.
Woo!
It's a cutscene. Look.
Nigga, even the
That
Netflix
shit
movie.
beeping.
You had to
ain't
beep.
hold
His shit
off
just
on this
beeped and went
motherfucker.
straight off.
Nigga said,
And
beep.
they out here talking about Starfield at 30 frames per second.
Al Qaeda alert. Al Qaeda alert.
What are we doing here? Oh, we ain't done yet. We're not done. We got our boy.
Screen flat.
Oh,
We got the homie.
I was waiting for it. Look at it.
Square, bitch.
Hold on, we got the fake pony.
Straight. When the
Look at
screen
him.
flat
Look at him.
blue. This
You know,
is
this right up his
moment.
alley.
Press
All
the square button before it
accessibility.
runs out.
Listen to
Square,
him.
bitch, before it run out.
He said his thing was, oh.
PS5 is too hot.
Break it down.
Oh,
I
Hold
know.
on. Wait, you say when it's turned blue, hit the square button.
Square button before
Hit
it
the
runs
square
out.
button. You know, this up
Square,
his alley.
bitch, before it run
Hit
out.
the square button.
Oh, break it down.
Yo,
Ah.
yo. PlayStation. One more time. One more time.
Screen flash blue. This is during a pivotal moment. Press the square button before it runs out. Square, bitch, before it run out.
Hey yo, you know what the funny part? You know what the funny part of the video is? The fact that this game got 20 hours of cutscenes and the name of the attack is the cinematic strike.
Niggas getting cut off by the movie stream. Nigga by the Netflix movie. Imagine you watching Avengers and this motherfucker just say kaboom.
He said,
Too
"You
hot.
square, bitch.
Too hot.
PlayStation too hot.
Too hot. Too hot. Too hot.
And see, that's what I'm talking about, right? Y'all made a mockery of Starfield being 30 frames per second, right? And y'all boasted about Final Fantasy 16, 4K and 60 frames and this and that. And that shit running 720p and sub 60. It's struggling to hit that shit struggling at 32.
You know what Digital Foundry said?
What did Digital Foundry say?
Digital Foundry said the recommended way to play is at 30 frames per second.
In
quality
let
mode.
me show you this. Hold on.
Recommended. I'm gonna tell you, you need to put that motherfucker with a towel, wrap it up, put it in the freezer. While
Hey, yo, what
it's
up,
still
other Z?
powered. Lay it on a bag of
Hold
ice.
on, where is that?
See, I want a burger hot dog.
Where's the video where Digital Foundry say this one happened on Xbox? Hold on. Let me
That
see.
this doesn't necessarily represent a trend, although we are seeing more 30 frames per second. But I think this is a demonstration of
That's a
why
face of somebody
determining
know
your
what he's
target
gonna
frame
talk
rate
about.
early in development is absolutely critical. And this is completely my hypothesis, but I suspect that they were building this game with 30 frames per second in mind from the beginning, and then went back to try to add in this performance mode later in development. And from speaking with many developers that have focused on frame rate, this feels like the pathway to ruin. Unless you have a tremendous amount of overhead, it's extremely difficult to solve this problem, right? Because all the art and different things about the way the game is built aren't necessarily going to be compatible with that performance target. And I think that's exactly what's happened here. And it's pretty clear that they are struggling to get where they would like on this. And I think we probably will see this more often, but I think as long as developers are aiming for 60 frames per second from the beginning, I think it's still very feasible that we'll see good quality performance modes in games, right?
Right, okay. Tom, thoughts on this one?
I think it works for VR displays sometimes if it sneaks in that top window, but not always. Yeah. It's not.
Well, it doesn't work for this, clearly.
Not for this, no.
Actually,
it's a shame.
Actually, it's worth mentioning that if this game had been available on the Xbox, this wouldn't have been an issue because that supports the wider VR window.
Wait, hold on. Listen, Linda. Hold on. Listen.
Read it back.
VR displays sometimes if it sneaks in that top window, but not always. Yeah. It's not.
Well, it doesn't work for this, clearly.
Not for this, no.
Actually,
it's a shame.
It's worth mentioning that if this game had been available on the Xbox, this wouldn't have been an issue because that supports the wider VRR window with low frame rate compensation.
Times have changed, boy. Look at how times have changed.
Times
have changed, bro.
It's struggling to hit 30.
Bruh.
720p.
720.
720p, sub 30, sub 60. And what did they say? The game initially started out as a 30 frames per second. They tried to
already
put
knew
the 60
what it
mode
was
in there and fuck some shit up.
The math ain't mathing.
And see, y'all got to understand when you're talking about that VRR. VRR has a spectrum, right? And it's how much of that range are you covering? Microsoft Series X covers the whole VRR range.
Yep. And even has low frame rate compensation.
Low frame rate compensation. Sony doesn't. That's why most of their games went with the frame rate in order for it to support VRR, they start at 40 frames.
Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, Zink. Ain't no other motherfucking way, boy. Oh boy. Hey, ain't these the same niggas that had smoke for Redfall? Fuck are we doing here?
Wait. Talking shit.
What are we doing here?
Talking shit. You deserve Master Sim 40 with the $2. When people say FF is playing, they mean the PS5 is overheated. Facts.
Hot plate ass fucking car.
Hold on.
Can't even play this goddamn
Hold on. What are we doing here?
But Xbox can. The same people they bought out, boy. Stop playing with us, man.
They shitted on Redfall. They shitted on Redfall for being 30 frames and all these issues. Then they went over there and clowned Starfield for being 30 frames per second. And then they told her, we ain't got to deal with none of that with Final Fantasy 16. What happened?
What? Oh, man.
What happened?
It's getting ugly out here, boy.
It's getting ugly. What happened? And notice, hey, they better be glad this FTC stuff is out this week because they got that to distract them from not talking about this Final Fantasy 16 shit. You see, they ain't talking. You see, Kratos and none of them ain't nobody on Twitter talking about the overheating issue. But if that was Xbox, them boys would. I'm surprised the media ain't even talking about it.
Man, that's what I'm tripping about. Cause I thought I see this everywhere. This should be trending #1 on Twitter right now. That people got a compilation album of PlayStations out here blowing up.
Hey, you about to see a ton of videos.
Motherfucking PlayStation sweating like a motherfucker. Can't even hold this one exclusive. This is an exclusive game to their console. I want that to be focused right now. They didn't make this motherfucker for no other goddamn company but PlayStation. And that's what the fuck you get.
Watch this. For mainstream media, you're gonna see a ton of videos giving you a tutorial on how to clean your PS5, how to clean the fans, make sure there's no dust in the PS5.
Cleaning your PS5.
You see this?
They gonna call it spring cleaning your PS5.
Never forget.
Swab.
Final Fantasy 16 wouldn't be possible on what? Without what?
Man. Oh, snap. Hey, do you see this? Damn. They should have said they need to blow that bitch
Here
away.
they go with these wouldn't be possible without the PS5 shit again. Yeah, we know our shit mid, but with this market agreement, we need y'all to hype our shit up. And it's overheating from a fucking demo. I can imagine the full game. This is the demo. I'm glad I cut that shit off when I did.
Man, I'm scared to turn my system on. It's like, damn, if I want to play a game, that motherfucker might not make it. I got a 50-50 chance this bitch won't be able to make it.
Don't leave the house with that shit running. Don't leave it on pause and leave the house.
Man. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some content off it. I'm gonna go ahead and download the Final Fantasy. I see it's buzzing. No, not today. Hell no.
Big cut.
Let me tell y'all something. Before we go any farther, let me get the chat dude. Shout out to Dan Lazaro with the $2. Returnable was killing PlayStation too. Yep. Yep. And then you remember you had the issues where the GPU was doing the artifacting on the screen and stuff. But I want to say this. I do want to say this. We are 5 subscribers. We are 5 subs away from 2,000 subs.
Oh, snap.
We are 5 subs away from 2,000 subs. And I just want to take this time out to interrupt the podcast from me, from Mello, from Noah. I just want to thank you all for the support, the continued support, the fun conversations in the chat, and always showing up and politicking with us, man. Thank you all so much for the support. This doesn't happen without y'all. Mello and Noah got on my ass about really getting this stuff done and really doing it and going hard at it. A lot of you guys in the chat hit me up on Twitter, in the DM and in comment section saying, Post, you need to be more consistent. You need to do more shows. You need to do more live shows. And y'all showing not only me, but us.
Give the people what they want, nigga.
If we give y'all what y'all want,
y'all
then
gonna show
what
up.
happen. Y'all will show up and support, man. So from State of Gaming, from Noah, from myself, from Mello, we just want to thank everybody that comes and show up to the chat every time we go live, man. This is crazy. We started from the bottom.
This nigga got a BET award announcement over here. Look at this.
2002. We just
I want to thank God.
Hey, you know why?
Without him, the man above,
let me tell you something,
possible.
Let me tell you something, man. And I'm doing this little speech because
do it for the people.
I'm doing this little speech because YouTube is hard.
Yeah. Oh, nigga.
It ain't easy.
Yeah, it definitely ain't.
It is not easy at all to draw a crowd and maintain a consistent, you know what I'm saying, amount of followers. And the fact that these guys, we see people that's in the chat that show up every show.
Mm-hmm.
Over the last weekend, I done had 2 or 3 tweets at me saying, Post, when y'all going live? And I respect that because that's telling me, like, man, if people out there asking me when we going, that mean they ain't seen me and they ain't seen us in a minute. And that's a problem. So thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. Shout out to Cedric H with the $5. From what I've seen, it might be the first revision, aka the 11,000 model. What is he talking
The
about?
T1000.
The pawn shop models. What they got from
Man,
the
thank
liquid
y'all,
one.
man. Y'all know who y'all is, man.
Make sure y'all hit that like button.
He talking about the PS5, the 1100
talking
model,
about
the
My
the
brother,
that liquid
Dirk
metal drying up.
Griggity,
Dirk
man.
Gregory.
Dirk
What up,
Griggity,
Dirk?
man. We
The
bleed
boys
green,
hurt
man.
out here. The Dirk,
Shout
them
out to
niggas
my
hurt.
bro, man. And I want a special shout out to Dirk Griggity because he brought us on his platforms many a times, and he kind of helped usher in new subs because he always told his members, go over there and support the guys. That's the homie, you know? So shout out to him, man. And if y'all haven't seen, we did a podcast where We Bleed Green. It was an incredible show, man. If y'all go through the live, y'all could go through and see it, man. It was an incredible show. And if you haven't, click on Dirk Griggity name, sub to his channel. They got a show, We Bleed Green. They got a show with Sean, Talk That Shit. And then Dirk Griggity also do his solo joint, Support the Homie. It's about building and helping each other expand and grow through great content and fun. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dirk Griggity with the $5. Let's get it, post to the 2K, y'all. Yes, sir. YouTube is definitely hard, bro. Took me 3 years to get to 1,000. Keep grinding, SOG. Yes, sir. And see, that's what I'm talking about. It's not easy. That's why I had to stop and interrupt the show and say thank y'all because it's not easy. YouTube is hard. It is really hard. The fact that y'all
put his little
show up
mama
every
voice
day,
on.
man. Let's go. Let's go.
Supposed to have to put his little mama voice on, man.
feel me?
It's all for y'all.
Mama, we made it, mama. We made it, mama. Yeah, so man, so it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then the developers of Planet of Lana, it's been surreal to see the success on Xbox and PC. Another indie developer doing great on Xbox and PC after putting that stuff in Game Pass.
Game. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I heard it's a fire game.
It's nice. Real nice. Little laid back joint. I'm liking the story as I'm progressing. The puzzle's pretty good too. Puzzle's pretty good.
Yeah, so yeah, this is crazy. Final Fantasy 16 has no idea what it wants to be. Look, man. Look, I'm just saying.
Identity crisis.
Yeah, I think people. I do want to say this, man. I just think people went off the hem when Starfield was announced to be 30 frames per second, and they use Starfield. They use Final Fantasy 16. Say we're gonna be playing 60 and Final Fantasy 16. We ain't got to worry about that 4K PS5 doing this and that. And look what's happening. Look what's happening.
Why you always lying?
They said 75%. 75% of the game is cutscenes.
I'm sorry, they tried to smoke Redfall books, and looking at this shit, bruh, this feel good. I'm sorry.
So I do want to talk about this Starfield, right? It had came out that Starfield wasn't going to have a physical disc, right?
Oh,
and then
God.
that tweet got deleted. And then come to find out the special edition, the collector's edition, is not going to have a disc. It's just going to have a download code. But the standard edition of Starfield will have a physical disc. Me personally, I buy all my games digital. I don't even know the last time I went into a store to buy a disc. And it reminded me because on my way back to the crib today, I seen some young guys out. They was playing their music on this, loudspeaker. And when you stop at the red light, they come up to your car and say, just donate anything to buy music. The only thing I wanted to say was they were selling a disc. And your cars don't even come with CD players anymore. So that, I didn't get a chance to, I wanted to politic with them, but the light changed. I wanted to tell them, look, you're kind of moving backwards right now. You should have QR codes.
Yeah.
You know
I was sure about to say
instead
that.
Instead of physical disc. That send that to either to Spotify, Apple Music, or whatever.
Social media sites. They got a NFC card that you can bump your phone and it brings transfer the content over.
And transfer the
All
content
that.
over.
Yeah.
Yes. And they was out there trying to sell CDs and I don't know nobody that owns a CD player.
Yeah.
CD player. Most people who listen to music in the car is listening to it off their phone. And I say that to say this. That same thing is, I know you have people in gaming that like to relish things and keep things as collector's items. But I'm digital. It really don't matter. The chat, let me know, man. Are y'all still into physical discs, or does it matter? And Noah and Mello, what y'all think about this? Does it matter to y'all, or y'all don't really care about physical no more?
Last physical disc I bought was 2K16. Like it's been a minute since I bought went to a game slut and bought a goddamn video game. It's been years. So it doesn't matter to me at all, to be honest with you.
Okay. Noah, what about you? He not there.
But that's what I'm saying. They have all this. That's what I'm saying with this fake outcry though, because last time I checked, and I said that on the internet, God of War Ragnarok did not have a disc. They was giving motherfuckers cardboard paper, and Horizon Forbidden West, not a physical copy, unless you got the PS4 version. That's the only way you got a disc, unless you got the PS4 version, and then they charged you to upgrade to the PS5, and that went digital. It wasn't no physical copy. So I'm like, what the fuck are y'all crying about?
And nobody said anything. Yeah, I wanted to. Do you care about physical versus digital, or because I mean, God of War Ragnarok did the same thing. Ain't nobody said nothing. The collector's edition for Ragnarok had the code, and then
they were shipping the collector edition without the goddamn code in the box.
Exactly. Shout out to Black City Entertainment with the $5. Congratulations, y'all. Show up, we support. Y'all show up, we support. Thank you,
bro. Thank you.
Adidas with the $2. Dirt brought me here. Shout out to you and Dirt, man. Dirt is a good guy, man. That's my neighbor, man. He in my Detroit neighbor, man. I'm in Chicago. We right next to each other, man. But Noah, what's your perspective on this, man?
I'm the wrong guy to ask, bro, because I ain't bought a physical copy of a game since the launch of the Xbox One back in 2013. Hey, yo, me and my little bro, we been digital, bro. We been doing like game sharing and stuff. Like we'll buy the digital, so we'll go half on the
home console, all that mess.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
I was arguing with people on the show about that mess. Like everybody's going digital. It's a wrap for all that physical mess, man.
Hey, I came a long way, bro. I'm in the suburbs now, bro. But it wasn't always like that. I was in the hood, but niggas was still in my games post. Mellow.
Yeah, scratching up dishes and stuff, man. Come on, man. We done with all that.
You
gotta worry about you go pick a game off the shelf and this ain't there. Like, man,
this game's gone, bro.
My shit.
It's gone.
Let me tell you something. Back in the day, bro, you did have to watch some of the guys, yo. Especially if y'all had
to steal.
Especially if you had friends with the same system and y'all had the same game, and they discs no longer work. They come to your crib and swap your shit out.
Wait till you go right to the bathroom and snatch your shit, bro.
And swap your shit out.
Petty
you know
ass
what I'm saying? And you ain't said, and you're like, man, my shit was just working a few minutes ago. Which one of y'all did, man?
Oh no, they'll switch it out one of the old games. They give your ass the old version of Spider-Man or something like that.
Oh,
and take the new one.
Adidas with the $2. You say I'm in Chicago. Saw your Dan Rand post. Yeah, man. I filmed that on a cinematic joint from the iPhone, so it didn't catch the speed. People thought I was driving slow. I was actually driving really fast. If y'all would have saw how fast I was driving, y'all probably would have been like, slow down and be safe. But yeah, I was out all the way past O'Hare, man. I was out grinding, man. But yeah, thanks for the support, bro. Yeah, he hit Shouttown on.
Damn right. You gotta move fast.
Yeah,
you ain't going no better than 70, brother. You in the way. What you doing out here, bro?
Yeah, Kennedy, Dan Ryan. I was coming from the Kennedy to the Dan Ryan and there to Lakeshore. You know, and it was at that part where, you know, a lot of cars be switching lanes and moving this and that just all at once. So you got to be on your P's and Q's and shit. But yeah. But yeah, back in the day, man, you had to watch, man. Motherfuckers would come over and try to either cuff your game and say they ain't know what happened to it, or they try to swap out this.
Oh, boy, it'd be a game that you ain't played in a minute. You go to, hey, all right, man, I feel like playing this game. Let me go and boot it up. You pop that disc open, that shit empty, and you start thinking about all the people that have been
all
over,
the
like,
niggas that's been at your crib. Like, I know it was that nigga James. He a little thieving ass nigga. Watch when I go over his crib, I'm gonna beat his.
yeah.
And I'm gonna let his mama let me in the house. I know she gonna let me in. Watch, I'm gonna give my shit back.
Thanks, bro. Digital just became the wave, bro. Like that 360 era, bro. I had me and my little brother, we was getting all the 2Ks, Grand Theft Auto 5. We got all that shit digital, bro. So
yeah, they be killing me with that, man. I miss going to the game stops at 12 at night and sitting outside back. You was out there with all the weirdos thinking and shit, ain't even wash your ass waiting for a game.
Well, first of all,
and all I gotta do is click a button, hop up and click a button.
The day before, I changed my date and time on my
I'm cool.
I changed the date and time on my console. I could play a day early too. What?
Man, come on, y'all can have all that. I'm good. I'm straight.
I'm digital, bro.
You remember back in the day, niggas used to take the whole they had to outdo themselves too. People going out there with mattresses and shit. They got a goddamn tent.
Yeah, when I went and got the homie when it got the Series S, a motherfucker was out there with a mattress, bro. Blankets and everything, bro. Pillows, all type of shit, all that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think gaming is more safer now because if you're from Chicago, you couldn't just go to any midnight launch. You know what I'm saying? If a midnight launch was happening, you wasn't going first
not
of all,
in the row. You better not be in the
wrong
wrong area.
You weren't going to a game spot in the hood, right?
Facts.
You're going to either go downtown or out to the burbs.
You gotta go through the daytime to get your Xbox in. What you talking about? They used to go down. They used to go to Calumet City and Harvey and shit like that to go get because it was safer out there.
You go down to Roosevelt. You're gonna go to a game because some of them game stops you pull up depending on where you go. They didn't have
niggas sitting outside for a reason, nigga. They
really had no good light bam. They in a dark area where you can barely see through the window. Let me say, and then back in the day, you go to the wrong game stop and you walk off. You might get stolen and your shit took, and so you had
you better be worried about the car with the tinted windows and the 4 niggas in there that you can clearly see in the front window. Nigga.
Exactly, Rosario.
Worry about.
Exactly, Rosario. Bronx and Wire. Motherfuckers used to get jumped fresh out of GameStop.
Fresh.
Exactly, bro.
I'm in Augusta, bro, and it ain't nothing like Chicago, but even here, bro, like. When I went to the mall to pick up the 360, it's like 05. I had to have all my homies with me, bro, because they was catching niggas in the parking lot and beating them up for 360 Xbox 360s, bro.
Yeah, it was safer in Calumet. That's where you used to go to get our joint about River Oaks Mall. Yeah, we used to go right over there. It was safe. It'd be birds chirping, white people out. We ain't had no problem for our sister, did it?
Oh, yeah.
You go in the city, boy, you might catch a brick, nigga, straight to the face. You gotta think, man. Niggas like, hey, if he can comfortably spend $500-$600 on a day one console, oh, he cool, he got it.
I'll be okay, bro. Bro, when that 360, I saved up my money for like a year when that 360 came out, dog.
Man,
yeah, but I ain't gonna need a lot though. I used to rock with the midnight launches, the Halo tournaments, and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
The people that used to be out there used to be real gamers. They used to be cool. You change gamer tags and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? But you know, you did have, depending on where you go, you did have them motherfuckers who get they shit took. Cause
yeah.
But
fuck them dudes, because most of them dudes became ponies, bro. Fuck them. All digital. Look, we doing digital now.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So I would say this tomorrow. The FTC trial begins again. I think it's the 27th, the 28th, and the 29th. I think Thursday is closing argument, if I'm not mistaken. This thing finna get wrapped up fast, you all. And then so let me put this up on screen.
I hope they do that link again. I'm gonna be live streaming on my channel, Double O Mellow.
Don't do that.
Like I
Don't do
did
that.
before.
Don't do that, Mello.
I did it. I did it a different way. I talked over it, so my last one didn't get banned, so I think we're good.
You still got it up?
Yeah, it's still up.
I will take. Nah, I wouldn't need chance. But some YouTube channels got some people got their channels took down. Yeah, that's federal. I wouldn't play. I wouldn't play with that, bro. They yeah, thank you, 108. Yes, sir. I'm trying to tell them.
108 was good.
Shout out to my brother.
Don't do it. Oh, he put it in caps, nigga. Don't do it. Hold on.
Okay, so we missed so much. There's so much to talk about, but tomorrow the trial begins again. You got the 27th, the 28th, and the 29th. On Thursday, like I said, we're gonna have closing arguments. The judge and her team, they've been working over the weekend to fast track a lot of the paperwork and stuff. A lot of the paperwork and stuff. And so she said even she's gonna get to this over her holiday and stuff. She's not gonna take the holiday off. She's gonna go use her holiday to get this stuff done. So this is really, really, really fit to be fast tracked. And I think by next week, we're gonna have a definitive answer whether Microsoft wins this case or not. But over the next couple of days, as you can see on the screen, we got witnesses: Satya Nadella, Tim Stewart, which is the CFO of gaming at Microsoft. Lori Wright, the Microsoft corporate vice president. They're going to be testifying. Then you get into the witnesses that's left for Microsoft: Liz Bailey, vice president; Charles River associate; Dr. Dennis Carlton, University of Chicago, economics, right? But don't get fooled by Dennis Carlton because it says University of Chicago. He also got a degree at Harvard and MIT. So don't let that University of Chicago fool you. Then you got Amy Hood, who is the CFO of Microsoft; Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision; Steve Singer, Nintendo senior vice president of developer relations; Armin Zarza, Activision chief financial officer. We fitted his look. The first 2 days was amazing, right? And there's so much that happened that we didn't even get to talk about everything, especially a lot of stuff that Phil said regarding Sony and things like that. Even Sarah Bond did an amazing job.
Yes, she did.
Kind of, Matt Booty started off a little bit shaky, but he kind of got it together and ended strong. He also got a chance to express the context of the emails and why they were said. Then you got Pete Hines. I know a lot of people was down on Pete Hines, including myself, but I can understand both sides of it. Pete Hines saying from a communication perspective, I should know these things, right? Especially if I'm out or I'm sending people out and I have no idea what's going on in terms of us being multi-platform or us being exclusive to Xbox. So, and I think that's what he was more so pissed about. But then on the opposite end of that, right, you're saying you're the one that apologized to PlayStation gamers for not getting access to Bethesda games.
Let me speak on that post. P. Hines, he got to go. Look, P. Hines was there when they did the Ghostwire Tokyo, and he was there when they did the Deathloop. It wasn't a problem. It was exclusivity then. Now Microsoft owns Bethesda.
Exactly.
Now he got a problem with his games only being on Xbox.
Exactly.
Go to PlayStation. Go find a job at Bungie.
And that's the opposite end of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had no problems doing exclusivity deals with Ghostwire Tokyo and the other joint and possibly Starfield if things would have played out in Sony favor. But now you sitting up there sending emails saying, why do Activision games remain multi-platform and we over here exclusive? Come on now, don't do that. Don't
play dumb. I'm looking at FTC witnesses and Nvidia. They on Microsoft side. What is going on with the FTC? Are they really that trash? Nvidia is getting Call of Duty now. If Microsoft gets the deal, Nvidia gets Call of Duty. So
Go ahead.
What are they going to say against this deal and it's benefiting the company that they're working for? What is FTC, bro? Microsoft got this thing bagged up.
Yeah, see what happened with Nvidia, right? And it
it
was an email. It was an email about that too, about Matt Booty. It was an email about Matt Booty saying he didn't want to put games on Nvidia services and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he came back to kind of elaborate on the context. The context was back then, and Nvidia did this to everybody. They did it to Microsoft. They did it to Activision and a whole lot of other publishers. I think Sony and all of them. Where when GeForce Now first started out, they had other people content on their service, on their streaming service. And when GeForce Now started charging for that service, they kept the content on there without the permission of Microsoft and other publishers, including Activision. So Matt Booty was pissed about that. He was pissed about that you're sitting up here getting paid for your streaming services and you have our licensed content on there without our permission. So they rectified that, they cleaned that up, you know what I'm saying, and now they all cool. So
just a little squabble, nothing too major. A little squabble.
But that's just how bad of a position FTC is. It's bad.
I look at it like this, right? If you look at what happened, right? It was Sony, it was Google, and it was Nvidia, right? Amazon been in the background too, low key. Submitting shit too. Yep. Amazon been in the background too, low key, submitting shit as well. But
nobody showed up. Sony didn't show up. Google testimony strengthened Microsoft's argument. Nvidia is pro Xbox.
So you had
Nintendo
Sony,
Pro also.
You had the FTC, Sony, CMA, Stadia, Google, and Nvidia, right? All against this deal at one point, right? About time Nvidia showed up to that thing in the UK, they had switched
the whole
from
narrative
Sony side to Microsoft side and signed the agreement. Within a couple of days, that shit was dead.
He said, "Hold on, we get all the Microsoft little product." Oh yeah.
It was funny because
for sure
a couple of days before that, right? It was like, okay, Sony, Nvidia, and CMA is gonna be there to, and protest against the deal. And then like a day before, or no, that same day, Microsoft come out on stage, Brad Smith come on the stage and say, we have signed a 10-year deal with Nvidia.
Hold on. Y'all
Microsoft is ruthless, bro.
We get gears. Oh yeah, we signing that shit. Oh yeah, bring that here.
you only say fire Phil when you don't know what's going on, bro. Phil is he's a monster, dog. Bro,
clear off the map, right? So that left Sony, FTC, CMA, and Google, right? All right, so we all know what happened to CMA blocked, whatever. It's cool, right? So the FTC pull up, right? So they made Google one of their witnesses, but he pulled up and missed the assignment.
You talking about the Google dude, right?
Yes, he missed the assignment. He missed the assignment, right? And he didn't realize it until the last second. And by then, he had got real quiet. Because he literally told, Microsoft lawyers got him to say that Stadia competed with Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo,
Epic,
Steam, all those stores. So he basically
and then said Sony was the biggest competitor.
Exactly.
Goddamn.
So in that one answer, right, he basically killed
Non-avoid everything.
FTC, he basically killed the FTC in the CMA argument, saying that cloud was a separate market.
Mm.
He admitted that that cloud is not a separate.
It's the same market. We competing with the consoles.
He's like, nigga, you
And
had
the
one.
PC.
He's like, motherfuckers, like you had one motherfucking assignment. Couldn't even.
But I'm looking at the roster, bro. Like Google,
You couldn't even do that. Look.
Google was they big.
Assignment.
Google and Sony was they biggest rosters. Sony didn't even show up. They not even showing up. Google argument is pro Xbox, and Nvidia definitely finna be pro Xbox. They signed a 10-year deal. This shit is over, bro.
He also had an opportunity to somehow relate the purchase of Bethesda to the downfall of Stadia. But he didn't do that either. He just said it was a lack of AAA content that killed Stadia.
Downfall, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think the FTC was asking him this question because they thought he was going to say these things.
Yeah, but Bethesda was like the nail in the coffin. But he didn't allude to it. He didn't say it. He
didn't say nothing, right? So when the Microsoft lawyer was grilling him, because she grilled him multiple times about that question, right? He realized what he had done.
Wait, hold on.
And the judge knew it too. The judge was like, "Okay, that's enough."
Surprise, motherfucker.
The judge was like, "Okay, that's enough. We get it." And so she made sure that she got him on record 2 or 3 times saying
verbally
that Stadia competed with Microsoft, with Xbox, PlayStation, so on and so on and so on.
Yeah, so under oath.
Under oath. So the judge was like, okay, we get it. Meaning that she understood the fact that he was proving Microsoft's points, verbally saying under oath that cloud is not a separate.
It's not separate.
Yo, it's crazy. So Google didn't do their job. Nvidia switched teams, and now
they are smart. I just have to say real quick, if they listening, if GeForce Now is smart, I know they coming out with the 4080 rigs that you can get for $20 a month. Y'all need to do that with that Starfield. If y'all do that, bro, I love y'all forever.
Bro, you might be able to play Starfield on GeForce Now through your Xbox, bro.
They need to publicly announce that. That's all I'm saying.
That would be crazy if GeForce Now was supported on Xbox.
Yeah, because I actually use their service on my Mac.
You can use GeForce Now on Xbox. You just got to do it through the browser.
Yeah, they might as well come out with a native app, bro.
Microsoft browser supports all cloud providers. It doesn't block none of them. You was able to play, unless they do it themselves, you was able to run Stadia on the browser if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could.
What? Yeah, Microsoft don't block none of that.
60 FPS on the Xbox.
Good. And it's good they didn't too, because it probably would have been used in this case.
Still get your achievements.
Because they only got the 3080 right now, but if they get that 4080 with and it be Starfield on there too, or the Game Pass games. Ooh, Lord.
Shout out to my brother 108 Dragons TV with the $2. Congrats on 2K, brother. Fuck FTC, buried them ninjas. Facts. Y'all go support my bro 108 Dragons TV. Another great.
It's unfair. It's unfair.
Another great Xbox content provider, man. Brother and his team do great work. He have fun with it. He have fun with it. You know, he got different characters and things like that. So please, if y'all get a chance, click on his name, subscribe to his channel, watch his content, support him and the Dragons
Oh,
team.
I
over
gotta
there,
ask him, man. Look, real quick, you ain't gotta give me all your secrets, but where the hell did you get a Starfield suit at? You got that from Amazon
Hey,
or
bro.
or
I
the
was
party
wondering,
store?
bro. I was
Like-
wondering. He had the helmet and everything, bro.
Everything, G. I'm
Joe-
like,
I'm
wait.
like, where he get? You just can't order that, dog. You can't order that
Bro,
off no
that was
Walmart or Amazon,
premeditated
bro.
like a motherfucker. Like, did you go to the Party Central store or some shit? Like, what the fuck did you do to find a Starfield outfit in this day and time, bro? In this type
Hey,
of
yo,
time,
dude.
nigga.
And I thought the helmet was just a problem when he put it on. I like, damn, that motherfucker actually fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you have the what's the name helmets, and you know they not built to go over your head and I'm like, but he actually got the whole suit, the orange space suit with the helmet and all that shit connect, man. Shout out to 108 Dragon, man. Always entertaining and providing Xbox information in some of the most fun and crazy way, man. Salute to him. He say, nigga, I'm original, bro. I have to bring the fun in it, laugh out loud. And I'm 6'5" also.
It sound like Ricky Brown.
Look, man.
Yeah.
Hey, 108, man.
Yeah, he got that from Party Central. He got that from Party Central.
We had fun with this shit when we was young. We're gonna continue to have fun with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now
He got that custom.
no shit
That was
changed.
straight custom. 6'5".
No shit changed, bro.
You customized that one.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, 6'5". Yeah, you ain't finna find no 6'5".
Yeah,
6'5".
not at Amazon. Nah,
space suit with the helmet and all that. Yeah, bro got some connections. Bro got some connections.
that shit was funny though. I like that.
No, MK, his shit official. Y'all thanks y'all humbling. Yes, we will have fun facts. Yes, sir, man. Once a man, twice a baby, man. That's how I look at it, man. And I applaud you for how you enjoy gaming, how you enjoy talk about gaming, and the different characters you create for your content, and not let anybody deteriorate or let anybody change who you are in terms of what you represent when it comes to your approach on gaming and all that, man. Stay doing you, stay doing them videos and shit, man, because that shit be fun. People love it. And fuck the haters and the naysayers who be, you know what I'm saying, talking that bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? 108 Dragons TV, man. Y'all pull up and support the
But show you right.
No, I ain't see Judge Ratchet yet.
You ain't see him with the rig with the gallop. Oh
no,
God.
I gotta go watch it. I gotta
man.
go watch it. Hold on, matter of fact, let me see something.
That motherfucking head be in here rolling, bro. Out of him and J Rock, I don't know who funny. I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. These two motherfuckers here. They be going at it. Oh yeah, shout out to what you do with the kids too, 108, man. Just personally on some.
Yes,
real
sir. The
shit.
basketball joint.
Yeah, I want to say that personally to you, man. Shout out to you doing that with the kids, man.
Okay, so this is I'm gonna bring y'all. This is his character. It's called Soul Brother.
Let's
The spray took me out when he pulled out the spray.
Oh yeah.
My boy Mike Mullets. Let's go. Hey. Let's get it. Woo!
Hey, hold on, copyright. Hold up.
When he poured out the spray, bro.
You got the wig in the hair. Hey, get it.
Yo,
shake them dreads.
yeah, yo. I want to salute that too, 108 Dragon. The stuff you do in the community with the youth, the basketball stuff. You know what I'm saying? Keep that going, man. That's love. That's what it's about.
Man,
that's what it's about at the end of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
The kids, man. Protect the goddamn kids.
I need to find where I gotta
glow.
What a Judge Ratchet one at? I'll find it. But yeah, bro, if y'all don't know, follow him on YouTube too, man. Y'all see on Twitter, 108 Dragons TV. Y'all see that right there. Bro, got everything, got all the gadgets, all the handhelds and stuff like that, man. And yeah, support bro. Bro be going crazy with the content. That's him with the ROG ally, the ROG ally, or ROG ally. You know what I'm saying?
We got to get the schedule right, man. Get him on the show.
Well, definitely. I'm gonna reach out to him. I already reached out to Level One Gaming. I reached out to Gas. And so they just pretty much saying, look, just give them a date and time and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna definitely reach out to some people this week. And for the Saturday show, that's where the guest is gonna be for that slot, that 6 p.m. slot on Saturdays. And we gonna keep it like that, man. But yeah, it's about supporting everybody in the community that supports us. 108 Dragon brought me on his show multiple times and promoted on State of Gaming and everything we do. So it's only right that we reciprocate the same energy. And so we're going to bring him and his crew on State of Gaming. We're going to get that set up. We got guys from Game On Daily coming. We got my bro from Level One Gaming. We got them coming, and some more people that y'all might know that's gonna come. So we for this the features and stuff like that. We for to go crazy. We kicked it off with We Bleed Green, and we're gonna continue the month out with just crazy content providers. We're gonna have a great discussion because we're gonna have a lot to talk about, especially if this deal go through.
Oh yeah.
And if this deal go through, oh Lord.
This shit about to be a No Limit Soldiers album, bro.
Yeah.
That track. Yeah, used about No Limit back in the day, Post.
Yeah, shout out to Web Dave, man. What's good, Web Dave? Web Dave, another good content creator. I just did another show with him. He's brought me on his platform multiple times. Definitely going to reach out to him, get him on the show. It's so many people we got to bring on the show.
Thanks, bro.
But we're going to get it done. We support those that support us. We're going to get it done. Web Dave has an awesome podcast. And get this. Matter of fact, let me show y'all. I can show y'all better than I can tell y'all. Let me show y'all something. I don't know if it's another channel on YouTube right now that has. Hold on, where is that?
We about to be a soldier song. Everybody about to get a verse in this jank. What you know about it, Mello?
Okay, let me see here.
Sure, I ain't rap, but I figure it out though.
I want to show y'all something.
Auto-tune my shit.
Let me do this here. Let me share this here.
Shout out to Asante and Everborn Saga, Full Circle Gaming.
Yeah, we got Everborn, and we're gonna definitely get Asante and Everborn.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody plug y'all links in the chat, man. If you got a channel, plug your links. You about growth.
Now this is Web Dave YouTube channel, right? And I don't know if it's another gamer or gamer slash podcaster in the community right now who has interviewed as many of your top content creators as he did. You got Reforged Gaming, you got Red Dead Panda, Redders, you got Asa from Games on Daily, Han Solo, Dirt Griggity, Stubbs Gaming, Lord Attic, you got Pixel Bit G, you got me, myself, Post Up, Lord Sovereign, Luke Steele, 108 Dragon, Kai Bob, Frame of Game, Will My Hood. I could keep going. Noof Nukem, Scalzi, like Tim Dog. You even got Tim Dog on here. Lord Cognito, Miss Deuce Geek, like Slow Mo Backslap. I can keep going. Game Pass Daily. These are one-on-one interviews. Look, Miles Dampier. There go guys with his 101. Hard Geek. There go his 101. One Bad Mother. Who's the developer? There go his 101. Infinite Umbra. Everborn Saga. Risk It. For Biscuit. My brother. Coast Eastwood. King David. Dome Cutie. These are all Gaming Forte. I can keep going. I could just keep going. The who's who of content creators. There go K. Asante. There go Mr. Boomstick. Mags and Wondering Dutch. Mr. Joanna Dark. I can keep going. There was not another content creator out here with the interviews. These are 101s. And this is not just about gaming. He's allowing you to get to know them outside of gaming. What got them into gaming? In terms of even, man, we talked about my job history, how I got from my computer background and all types of stuff that didn't even pertain to gaming. This is the type of information he's allowing you to get a personal relation with your content creator, to get to know things that you wouldn't know about them from a gaming perspective or watching a gaming podcast, right? So definitely, man, if y'all haven't, subscribe to his channel. Go listen to them. If y'all see a content creator on there that y'all want to know about the things they do outside of game in terms of work, business, entrepreneurships, all types of stuff, subscribe to his YouTube channel and go check out them interviews. Because you'll find out some things about your favorite content creator that you probably didn't even know. Always.
That's Web Dave.
Web Dave.
Always. Web Dave.
That's Web Dave. And Web Dave. That's my brother Web Dave. And also,
we could have did without that Reforge interview. Throw that out there.
Now we at it. My brother, 108 Dragons TV.
I'm playing around.
Subscribe to bro. Bro went that far from 2,000 subs. Xbox
They got a
channel.
suit right there.
Create content. Look at bro.
Hey.
Look at bro. Bro did his own Starfield commercial.
What you talking about? Hire that man.
Bro, I'm gonna keep the audio down because
we need
the
promo.
For the
Yeah, you know, copyright reads.
Let me see. Bro did his own. Bro popped into the game his own. So look at bro. Bro got the whole outfit. He got the patches and everything. Bro. He got the patches and everything.
Oh, shit.
That man got in his bag on this one.
But that's the Xbox community. That's the love of games. The love of the community.
Hey.
You feel me?
Yo.
You feel me? That's the love of the game, the love of the community, the passion for what he does.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. I can't say, man, if I can't be like that and actually enjoy the stuff that I'm doing, I don't want to do it, bro.
For real.
I don't.
You
real,
feel
for
me?
real.
So support bro. Support bro. Bro got great content. You feel me? He got great content. He got the who's of him and his squad do a great podcast, and they have some great, incredible guests, great content creators throughout the community. And his setup is crazy. Look at his background. He show you that he love game, and he go to all the events.
Yeah.
Even if he had to fly out. So support, man. That's what it's about. They support us, so we support them. They promote us, we promote them. And that's how it goes. That's how it should always be. We grow together. All right. I know we could have talked about more, but we'll get to it. We'll see y'all on Twitter or something like that, man. It's so much to talk about. We forgot a lot of
Shoot, man. I'm all for part 2 tomorrow night. What's up?
We're gonna do a part 2 tomorrow after the trial. After the trial,
Okay.
see what I think. Satya and Nadalia and them coming up tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be juicy. That's gonna be juicy.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Thank y'all for joining. God bless.
Hey. Wait. Hey, make sure y'all check them new games on Game Pass. We got that game that Postal spent money on PlayStation last 2 years ago, FedSex. We got Bramble, Need for Speed, Unbound hit Game Pass. Oh, best deal in gaming. Dog. I just had to throw that commercial out before we close tonight.
What Kratos doing in Canada with D-Batch?
Huh? In Canada
with D-Batch.
Yeah, I saw that. We know he really an Xbox guy. We know.
That nigga a collector. He a collector like the rest
I can put that on screen. Where is it? Oh, we didn't even get to talk about Project Dragon from IO Interactive.
I know.
That's gonna be
that leak? Did it leak?
Yeah, that's one. It didn't leak, but through the court documents they talked about it. It's gonna be a RPG shooter.
I'm saying even if we gotta just do like an hour or something, man, just
we'll come back up here tomorrow.
That Need for Speed is fire suicide. Like this is the first Need for Speed game I played in a minute. It was like
that Need for Speed.
This shit hot, bro.
What the underground?
The underground.
I think it's called Unbound.
Unbound.
Hey,
bro, the soundtrack fire. The streets, the man, that game, that what's that shaders, that self shading that they did on
the self shading. But it looked good though, like the graphics look good. And don't sleep on that Bramble, man. I've been telling you about that Bramble for a few weeks now. Check it out, bro. It's on Game Pass. You ain't got no excuse not to play it, bro. If you like Little Nightmares, you'll like Bramble.
I don't see it though.
You don't see it on game. Search it in the store.
I'm in the Game Pass like catalog.
Search it in the store because it might not be in the Game Pass tab yet. But
you said Little Nightmares, like
like the store. It's called Bramble, and it's the Mountain King. If you like Little Nightmares, games like Inside, Little Nightmares, you'll love it.
That was my shit.
Game Pass.
Okay, here we go. I found
it. It says add to play later. That's the only thing it's saying.
So this is
it do look like little. Oh nigga, okay.
This is the Game Pass joint right here.
What you got? We can't see us. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Rambo.
There we go.
We got Fist.
So
Need for Speed Unbound. Arcade Paradise. I don't know what that is. I want to
play Arcade Paradise.
The Book of Walker.
The first 3 games make it worth it already.
I downloaded the book of
Fist is fire. Fist is fire.
Fist is
fire. And it's not, it's not one of them little cheesy games. You really got to know how to play that shit, boy.
So I ain't seeing that either. What is it? Spaces or something? Oh, okay. You got to put the dots in. Got you. Okay. You looking for the game? Put the dots in. Just a heads up for everybody. Oh yeah. I can install this one now. All right. You got something like to play later on. But yeah, that Need for Speed, I can't turn this joke.
You tried it out?
Hell yeah! When I downloaded it, it's one of them like sleeper joints. I'm picking my cars, then all of a sudden I'm driving around and the music. I'm like, hold on, the music caught my attention first, and then they saying this. It's based loosely on Chicago. So it already sold me then. It already sold me at that point.
We got a pony in the chat. Everybody take an L. Me and Poston bought the game on PS5, Dion. We bought and played it on PS5. He talking about it used to be a PS5 game, but now it's on Xbox. Just like all the other PlayStation games coming over to Xbox in the near future.
Why are you telling them that though? Why are you
PlayStation gonna be what's your name? PlayStation ain't gonna be.
Oh no. He said okay. My bad. I see what he's saying. He's saying he's not saying it like that. Yeah, it used to be on PS5. We bought it on PS5, but we got it on Game Pass.
It's fire.
I see what he's saying now. Yeah, all the PlayStation games coming to Xbox in the future. So I falsely accused my brother of being a pony. My bad, bro. We Xbox over here, bro. But yeah,
what I'm gonna do is,
I mean, walking around with a glove on his back.
Talking about that Fist dude.
It's
the
an
fist.
arm. It's an arm.
Yeah,
The game looks
it's like it's a
incredible.
Metroid like game. If you,
Yeah.
it's a Metroidvania.
The game looks
Ooh.
incredible. It's not easy.
Cell shade. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Cell shade.
Cell
The
shade.
game looks incredible too. It looks incredible. It might look
Better.
even better on that.
Probably, yeah, I know, right? Facts.
You know what I'm
Game Pass
saying?
gonna make it look better.
Game Pass. You got that Game Pass.
Game
so, baby.
Pass.
Let me tell you something. But yeah, I think this is a game y'all should want to play. What I'm gonna do is, fuck the PlayStation. I'm just gonna restart the game on Xbox. Even though I got a bit of ways on PlayStation so far, even though I don't play games. But I'm just gonna restart everything on Xbox. You feel me? So yeah. But yeah, it's a dope game, man. Yes, y'all should play it.
Oh. All right.
All right. Thanks 108. Thanks 108. I also promoted your channel and everything, man. So we finna get up out of here, man. Thank y'all for support. Thank y'all for getting us over 2,000 subs. Make sure y'all support Web Dave and 108 Dragons channel. Go check out their content and salute them, man. Even follow them on Twitter and stuff like that. We finna get up out of here, man. Y'all have a good one. We're gonna go live tomorrow after all the trial and stuff is over. There's so much stuff to talk about with this ABK stuff. It's kind of hard to keep a collective of things. I'm just gonna have to make notes.
Babe, go ahead.
You start one thing, another thing come out, and another thing, then it's this discussion, this
Oh, it's
discussion,
on Apple Music too.
and it's now like 10 or 20 discussions happening right now. So, yeah, man, thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for always showing up and showing out. And
Hey, check. Hold on, wait. Check on your friend's PlayStation too. Make sure that shit say.
Check on your friend's PlayStation.
Oh yeah, make sure they. Hey, yeah, we about to have a Freddy Krueger origin story out this jank, bro.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. You might need to send some mini fans or some mini ACs, you know what I'm saying? Around to your friends, man, especially if they're trying to play Final Fantasy 16, brother.
Put them ACs in the chats when your PlayStation.
Make sure all that liquid shit ain't dried up.
That liquid ain't liquid.
Somebody play that. Somebody get a clip, a montage of everybody PS5 burning up and play that Nelly Hot in Here and post that shit on Twitter, bro. That shit would be hilarious.
Getting hot in here. Getting so hot. I
gotta take this SSD off.
Hey yo.
Oh shit!
Oh,
the first movie to ever burn down a goddamn PlayStation, boy. You can't make this shit.
It is so hot. This liquid metal ain't working. Yo, we out here. Y'all have a good one. We out of here.
It's a few people probably praying on my downfall. Good on my own, I don't wanna be around y'all. I'm impatiently waiting so I can sound off. Drawing from the hip so I can get this fucking round
I done walked in monster small, still tall against the giants. I ain't never been complaining, I promise I'm too defiant. I ain't never crossed my niggas, ain't never turned my back, but been unfaithful to my chick. Where's the integrity in that? My bank account been overdrafted, the struggle's upon us. That's the type of shit that lead niggas right back to the corners. I'm like a walking contradiction, saying fam to the ops. They got the bag off the same thing that damaged my pops. I watched the churches spread lies and forcing blind allegiance. Been that piece of 2010 when I stopped worshiping Jesus. Still confined, left in the lurch, depression was lurking, my tactics changed. I swear that old was just wasn't working. Man, you fuck niggas be tweaking like they really be on it. Like I won't give you the whole stick and see my PO in the morning. I ain't monogamous with hoes, I keep a bed full, flying off of 2 Zans and 2 cans of Red Bull.
It's a few people probably praying on my downfall. Good on my own, I don't wanna be around y'all. I'm impatiently waiting so I can sound off. Drawing from the hip so I can get this fucking round.
I keep it on me at all times, ain't afraid to burn them. Run up on him in traffic and put a couple in the sternum. Certified, you other niggas happy with fables.
Every time I come in the kitchen,
I'm in the kitchen bumping dope, man, with crack on the table. I can feel the vibes, only hating niggas to knock it. Hit the block with a snub stuff deep in my front pocket. Off a no-dose, you can tell them lame niggas quit frontin'. I've been up for 2 days, thinking I'ma miss something. My phone doing stupid numbers. I'm in the right venue, fucking hoes, counting cash, living off the dollar menu. My trip keep me live, the sauce keep me living, hustle keep me paid, allegations kept me in prison. I got it made, man, I've been in special ed. I want all my niggas home, from the state to the feds. I do it for the bottom, the morals and application. More than an adoration, it's all for the affirmation. What you thought,
It's
though?
a few people probably praying on my downfall. Good on my own, I don't wanna be around y'all. I'm impatiently waiting so I can sound off. Drawing from the hip so I can get this fucking round off.